you guys decided to jump off of the endless horizon and make your way down kind of a different way to get to Blackstone. You decided to land north of Blackstone, and you just happened to find a ship that was sailing into the port of Blackstone. You decided to see if there's a way for you to join them, and maybe they could escort you into the city. These maybe these pirates or these traders, whoever they were, was skeptical about you all, but took you in. They told you it was going to be just a little bit before they made it to the gates of Blackstone, through the waterways and into the port. It was here that some of you attempted to maybe talk to a couple other people. Some of you attempted to eavesdrop on other people, but most of it, you really weren't able to get much information. You all find yourself watching as the gates of Blackstone open up, and water kind of rushes just from the opening of the gates, and you find yourself moving slowly through the city of Blackstone to a nearby docking port, where you can see there's several other boats that are docked up. It is currently nighttime, and one of the last things you were told was that, don't do anything stupid, help unload some things, and then just disappear. You all arrive into the port, and as you're showing up, there is an individual who comes forward and is got like this clipboard of sorts, and seems to be writing some things down. There's a few other people that are here. Some other people are unloading crates and barrels and things. And as you all are docking,
if I get a chance, before we get into the docks, is there any chance, can I go around behind the barrels and cast Disguise Self to make myself look about like 10 years older, a little bit scraggly hair, and then pockmarked face, disappearing any of like jewelry or anything on my person?
Okay.
Like no family crest, no nothing being seen. Oh my god! Every start of his stream is like this. No family crest being seen from my on my necklace. No any weapons or anything on me. Like just that straight outfit that we changed into. I'm using Disguise Self to cover all that.
Okay. All right. So I'd say as things are docking and people are starting to move about, you quickly are able to make yourself look a little older, disguise some of your some of your belongings, and kind of make yourself look a little less easier to just blend in. And you watch as the ship gets into the dock. They're starting to throw anchors over and tie it up to the side of the dock. You see across from you there is another small boat with looks like a blue or purple flag, and there's doesn't really seem to be anybody there. And you do see that again, that the leader is the first one off the ship, the captain maybe, and he walks up to the man who's holding this clipboard, and he seems to engage in some kind of conversation, probably making sure that his ship is allowed to be here, or he's paying for a docking fee, something probably of those lines. It's at this point that the two Warforged individuals exit the dock, and they kind of walk up the walkway a little bit, and they both kind of stop and seem to begin holding a conversation with each other. A couple other people are looking amongst you all. Okay. Well, you hear one of them look at you. Get to work. We got all night. He points to some crates and some barrels that sits on the ship.
Was that the captain who said that?
It just looks like one of maybe the lackeys, one of the other individuals.
We could do that. And I'll just start going over and like a little like hunch on my back and like walking around trying to move the barrels.
All right.
I also forgot that I did something slightly risky last session, so we'll get to see the fruits of my labor in this session.
Yep.
But same thing. I'll start grabbing crates and whatnot and moving them where they need it to be.
Okay. You guys watch as some of you begin to do this. There is kind of a little area just off the dock that they are just kind of taking things off of the ship for now, and then just getting them off of the ship, basically. And then there's a couple other people who are coming, taking those things a little bit further in. What else? What else are the rest of you doing as this is all kind of happening?
Bass is definitely doing some of the heavy lifting as well. Probably focusing more like on like the crates and, you know, kind of heftier looking things.
Yeah, jumping right in, just trying to do whatever looks helpful and expected of people.
Okay.
Leaf is gonna like try to pick something up, and it's probably gonna be way too big and way too heavy. So she'll just like kind of find somebody else that's doing something that's not carrying stuff and just like stick by them.
Okay. You watch as this kind of goes on for a while, as you guys spend maybe the next 15-20 minutes helping some of the people who were originally on the ship seems to maybe have veered off. Maybe they've left for a short period of time, and because it is night, there's just not as many people around. You do notice that during this time period, the Warforged has not left kind of their position, and it's at this point, Frederick, that one of them does walk up to you, and he just kind of gestures you to follow him without saying anything.
I think, yeah, I'll just kind of glance over. Oh shoot, I don't have a way to message anyone. Okay, I'll just go with them. Hopefully they see that I am following one of these guards. But yeah, I'll go with them.
Okay.
Would Leaf see it?
You guys can yeah, make a perception check. You guys are
actually. I think what I'll do is I'll kind of accidentally nudge into something and try and make something fall. Nothing too big, but make something kind of fall to like get everybody's attention subtly.
Okay. You probably drop a crate or something, and
yeah,
you notice that the party you guys all kind of notice Steven's clumsiness, and then you notice him walking away with two Warforged. I'm sorry, not Steven, Frederick.
What?
Sorry, Frederick, not Steven. This is what happens when you play as multiple characters.
Yeah.
Same campaign.
Yeah. Okay, Frederick, you watch as Frederick kicks one of the crates or drops it or something. Some of you don't really notice right away, but he makes it clear that it's loud enough to be seen, and one of the other maybe individuals that was on the ship's like, "Hey, be careful with that!" And you watch as Frederick starts to walk away with two of these Warforged individuals.
Leaf is gonna follow stealthily.
Stealth check. Okay.
As Corin's moving, or as he's moving stuff, he is going to. Okay. I'll cast message real fast under my breath, so I'm like bending down to pick up a crate. I'll just cast message towards Frederick. If you're not back in 10, I'll send a message to you. Be ready.
Okay. And I'm able to respond to that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Does it have to be a certain amount of words?
No, message. It's a distance, and I can't do it through like heavy doors or like stuff like that. So
okay, good, because I don't think my mind.
That's why I cast sending.
That. Okay, so I think I'll just. Oh, do I? I'd have to say it verbally, right? Like they'd. I mean, you could say it. I'm pretty sure. Here, I'll drop it in chat again.
Let's say throw it in chat.
I thought it was a whisper.
It comes as a whisper to the person.
No, it says you point your finger toward a creature and whisper a message.
Yeah. The target and only
and
the
they
target
can reply
hears the message
in a
can reply in a whisper. So yeah,
Only
it comes.
you
You say it in a whisper. It comes only to me. Corn doesn't matter. He's not expecting it. He's not expecting a reply back. He's just.
Yeah, since I'm walking with these Warforged, I know I can't speak anything. Frederick's just gonna. I'm just gonna put my hand behind one of my hands behind my back, and I'm just gonna snap once with my fingers. I'm just gonna snap, and then I'm gonna keep walking.
Okay.
Just
these crates sure are heavy. My old back.
People are just kind of ignoring you. They don't seem to maybe not have noticed your change, as everybody seems to be busy. But Frederick, you snap, nothing seems to happen, or rather, the Warforged just kind of continue to lead the way, and you see that there is this small building that is kind of like a check-in service, maybe, or something to do with ships that dock in the area. It's just probably some kind of check-in, some kind of goods inspections, something along those lines. They actually take you around the side of the building as they continue to lead the way.
I'm about to get mugged.
You see a couple people look in your direction, a couple other people are just kind of working, and they take you around the side of the building. You find yourself walking past the left side of the building. There's a window, and they take you past that, and they take you kind of in between this building and another what looks like house of sorts. And
we're still on the ship.
Is there a building that we're supposed to see?
Sure. I was going to ask, are we supposed to be seeing the docks?
Let me just show you.
And I'm like, I hear a lot of clicking,
look at
so I'm
that.
like, what are we doing?
Looks so good.
Yep, I'm about to get mugged.
So, this map is, this is kind of the dock. So here's your ship. Let me show everybody too. So, these guys are taking you kind of, at this point, looks like they're taking you, behind, this building now. You continue to follow?
Yes, and as I'm following, I'm kind of like trying to make it obvious to them, but just kind of like looking over my shoulder, like making sure no one's following us, kind of a thing. Okay. And then I'll follow with them.
Make a perception for me.
Perception. That's fine. Like I said, I'm more doing it for show. I'll accidentally send it to just you, but I'm more doing it for show to kind of show them like I'm definitely look like I'm trying to hide something, like being spy behavior, espionage.
Yeah, you don't even notice Leaf has been following you as well.
Nope.
So you're just kind of trying to put on a little bit more of a show. You don't even realize that Leaf is behind you. Leaf, how close are you wanting to stay as far as distance goes?
Close enough that she can see where they're going, but not close enough that it's obvious that she's following them.
Frederick, you keep walking, and they kind of get behind the building. There is a window here, so these are windows, these little slits, and they take you behind kind of this green area, and they kind of stop here. Take you one more.
Okay.
And it is dark. Again, the map is lit up, but it is dark outside.
We could probably just go up to the end of the building.
Okay.
Close enough that she can hear, but she can kind of hide behind the corner.
The rest of you are still unloading crates, things like that. At this point, you have noticed that Leaf and Frederick, as they're not anywhere to be seen in this moment. At this point, one of the Warforged, the one that you had originally gave the parchment of paper to, kind of holds this up to you and then looks at you. Is this true?
And yeah, Frederick just kind of looks around. at this point actually making sure like nobody's actually around, because I don't want somebody to walk by who might know me or something like that. Not that I think anybody knows me here, but well, don't really want to be here in the first place, but kind of my job. Yes, it's true.
They both kind of exchange a glance. And then one of them, the same one, looks at you again. A copper for my eyes.
Ooh.
Looking for a response.
I just kind of look like, okay, I get it. It's supposed to be some code thing. They tried to do this to me before. Look, I was paid to get some information for them. That's all. I was never told any code thing, so I just need to pass this information on, and then I'm gonna get out of here. That's all.
They both exchange a glance. He looks at you again. A copper for my eyes.
So you're just gonna repeat? Are you like broken or something? Is that I don't know how you things work, honestly. Like I said, I just want to pass this information on. I'm not gonna pass it on to you. You obviously don't look like you're high enough in this Order of the Black Hand thing. I just want to get paid and leave.
Immediately, both of them, you watch as their arms turn into swords. They both look at you. He's a spy, but not for us, as one of them swings out at you. Leaf, you see this exchange.
As he does that, no shit, Sherlock, and I'm gonna wait for him to actually hit me, so.
He's gonna try and make one attack against you with his arm blade.
Okay. Great. Sorry, guys.
You take 7 slashing damage as your attempt to fake this or pretend to be a spy seemingly failed. You immediately, with just a very quick reaction, you see this sword form from the arm of this Warforged, and he immediately slices at you just as it's finishing its transformation. Unable to step back or do anything, you immediately take a slash just across the collarbone.
As he does that, his blade makes contact, and you watch as lightning starts to shoot up into his arm as I cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
That is 2d10.
The rest of you can all make perception checks to see if you heard him yell, the Warforged.
So that's 11 points of lightning damage, but he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Would I even notice that 2 of our party are gone?
Yeah, all of you would have noticed.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to open up.
That's a fail for the Warforged.
Okay, so yeah, so he takes the full 11 points.
Okay.
And then are we going into initiative order, or
just real quick? Beyond, I obviously this building, this is a building here. We're not able to see the people in it. Does it seriously look like the docks only has 3, maybe 4 people on it that are not on the ship?
At this moment, yes. As nighttime has kind of fallen, there's just not a whole lot of traffic around at this moment.
How close? I mean, in terms of darkness, how close are we to? How much twilight is it? Is it still pretty bright, like the sun's still up, or is the sun set and still you're waiting that last half hour of light, or are we?
Yeah,
middle of the night.
It would be sun has set for sure. It is dark. Okay. There's what's not on the map, but there are torches that are kind of lighting up the nearby area. There are almost like lanterns set up along the dock for people to be able to see. So from where you guys are now, you don't see Leaf or Frederick, but you do have enough light to kind of see this building and kind of just along the way here on the dock.
Would you say, since I cast Hellish Rebuke, would you say there would be kind of like a slight flash from behind the building?
Let's see. How high does Hellish Rebuke go? Does it say?
Let me...
Just some hellish flames.
Range of 60 feet. But that's my thing. I think I'm just seeing if it's more just like a flash, just not anything too crazy or big, but just like a slight little flash of white or something.
Yeah.
I think it depends how big the building is too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this exchange happens. Hellish Rebuke. You watch as this is kind of what you all how the rest of this is going to take place. Is that Frederick, in a reaction, very quickly these lightning flames, or not flames, but just this lightning kind of shoots up and electrifies him. He looks confused. But he kind of steadies himself. You watch as, because it is night, there is kind of a flash. Leaf, you see this. This person in the window, you can kind of see is like looking kind of through the window, noticing the exchange. Whoever it is seems to maybe have said something in here. It's at this point, Rand, you do notice kind of a flash of light kind of on this side of the building.
These two people that I can immediately, do they look like
this guy here
combatants, or do they just look like people?
This guy here is your captain that was with you on the ship, and then this guy here is a guy holding like a clipboard. Maybe he's doing some kind of registration for the boat, or a docking fee of some sorts. You do see this individual who just appears to be somebody kind of working, carrying some things, maybe tending to this cart. And then there are windows with lighting inside, so you do see figures inside of this building. You certainly see that your captain is armed. He does have weapons, but this person doesn't seem to have any weapons, at least on their large enough to be noticed. And then because it is night, it is difficult to see kind of what, if anybody else is armed. There is an individual still on the ship. But this person doesn't look like they're holding any weapons either.
Did the flash come from this side or this side of the building?
You would have noticed it from the right side.
I'm going to put down whatever I was doing. I'm not going to run, but focus, determination. I am walking straight to this corner over here. So however long you see it takes to do that.
Okay. Let's go ahead and all roll initiative.
Hey.
Lucky token.
Yes.
Lucky token.
Never. Words.
Never.
Ooh, can I use
I thought we were
halfling
gonna
luck?
be able to get in here.
Halfling luck.
Yeah, halfling luck, do it.
Is it
You
for
have,
any
like,
reroll?
Rarely use that.
Lucky.
I think it's for any one.
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. This is not
Is it
bad.
initiative?
What in the world? I got some weird
What does
initiative.
initiative count as?
Initiative counts as
Use a
geez.
dexterity.
It
Dexterity.
Hold on a second.
Does that make it an ability check?
It does. It is because I think bless or guidance affects it, and I'm trying to remember which.
It's up to you, Mr. DM, sir.
Yes.
I won't be mad if I
5, 6.
can't use it.
It says initiative roll is an ability check, so it can be affected by things that modify ability checks.
Yes, I would say it is an ability check.
Yeah, so guidance.
Actually,
guidance,
that's what Google's telling me.
Well,
Sorry.
23.
If you decide that it's not, then it doesn't.
Oh, I didn't click it again, so it didn't take it.
Okay,
But
I'll fix it.
Ooh.
Man, I really regret wasting a spell now.
I am empty almost.
Oh yeah, I gotta look. Do I
Because of
still
all the feather
have-
falling.
2, 1, 2. Okay.
All right.
Yeesh.
Everybody ready?
I wasted my last first level spell, by the way, for disguise self.
It's okay. I have William already drawn up. So
I have all of my key points, so don't worry, guys. I got this.
This is your fault.
I know.
All right. Starting at the top of the round, Leaf, you notice the exchange between Frederick and one of the Warforged. What are you doing?
Dagger,
And I
dagger,
can't
dagger.
see anybody inside.
You can get to one of these windows if you'd like.
She's gonna stay where she is, and dagger, this guy, I can't click him because I'm on the wrong thing. This guy, double attack, and I would, if it hits, I would technically get sneak attack because of where Frederick is standing.
Max? It does hit.
Okay. So, 25 for the first one.
Okay.
Please tell me that's the one already damaged.
You watch as Frederick, this dagger flies out of nowhere and implants itself straight in the what would probably be the heart in a normal person. Immediately lights out, and this thing crumbles.
And then I'm just trying to make sure I have like straight shots at these guys. Just gonna step out and dagger this dude.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, that hits for 6.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay, Frederick.
Actually, she's gonna yell, "You idiot!" And then that's the end of her turn.
Okay, now it's Frederick's turn.
Just see the dagger go by, see that dude fall, see Leaf, see she yells at me. I feel instantly terrible, and then I go back and I just start throwing punches into this guy. Well, I will move forward and then throw punches into him.
Okay.
I am doing. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna do 2 unarmed strikes as my 2 normal attacks. 15 to hit, 7 bludgeoning.
All right, that hits.
13 hit, 7 bludgeoning as well. And actually, by the way, I am turning all of these into lightning using my draconic strike. So each one is doing lightning damage instead of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Because I see these guys are made out of metal, and I'm like, I don't think my flesh fists are gonna do much. So.
All right.
And then I'm gonna use. Is he still up?
He is still up. The second strike misses.
Oh, I'm gonna use a key point, do a flurry of blows, and do 2 more strikes.
Okay.
That sucks. Next one. Maybe?
That one hits.
Yay! So 16 points of lightning damage so far.
Plus your oh yeah. That's correct. Okay. You watch as you throw one punch, and you watch as a lightning imbued magic connects, and then you go to throw 2 more punches. However, he's able to just dodge them. One of the punches you actually connect, but it just doesn't seem like you hit him hard enough on that punch to do any real significant damage. And then your final strike, you rear back and punch him hard. Watching as that time, you feel like you got a pretty good punch in. He is still standing though.
Dang it. Okay.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Corin, it's at this point, you are carrying crates and boxes. Did you roll your perception check earlier?
My perception was a 13.
Okay. Unfortunately, you were not able to see or hear anything. So in this moment, you would
Just gonna keep moving boxes. Yep.
Okay. I'd say as you're delivering boxes.
I said I was gonna wait 10 minutes, and I know it hasn't been close to 10 minutes yet.
Yeah. You're instructed to. There's a couple boxes here that you find yourself naturally walking towards and dropping off.
No problem. Happy to do so.
Ran, however, you do notice that there is some sort of flash of light back here, and you heard somebody yelling.
Oh, what's my move speed? Sorry, I think
it's 30. I think
it's 30.
About 30.
All right, so that's going to get me right next to Corin. So as soon as I get to here next to him, I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder and just start tugging on him, and I will use my action to double move if that is permissible.
Sure is.
So let's see. So that's 30. That gets me to the captain. Okay. Sorry, just 1 second. What is the distance on this? 30 feet, so they'll both be out of it. So no. Yeah, that will be my turn.
Okay. It is now the Warforged soldier's turn. And Frederick, as you approach him and lay some punches into him, kind of takes one, just like a step back and kind of gets into a defensive position. And then he begins to yell, "It's infiltrators! Evildoers! Get the guards!" Yelling as loud as he can. And then proceeds to make one strike against you. For 7 slashing.
That hits.
At this point, a few other people nearby. Rand, definitely you're able to hear this, and at this point, Corin, after being tugged, you also hear the yell, and I'd say as well, Bass. There was some yelling going on, but it's a little hard to discern what was being said. It is your turn now.
All right, well that changes things. If Bass heard that, then how close are we to finishing the boxes at this point?
You're getting pretty close. There's probably 10 boxes left.
Yeah, seeing everyone go over there and the noise, Bass will just kind of look at the people on the ship and just say, 1 minute, please. And make his way over to kind of see what's going on. I'll double move for my turn.
Okay.
So we'll go there, yep.
You start to dash, following after Ran and just passing him.
Yeah, sprinting in my chainmail. That'll be it for Bass's turn.
Okay. Top of the round, a few individuals on the map just kind of are moving around. As the yelling has kind of happened, a couple people are taking notice. People looking out of the windows now, trying to see what's going on. Leaf.
I'm gonna regret this. Leaf is gonna step over here and double dagger this guy.
Okay. That hits.
He is within 5 feet of Frederick.
Sneak attack.
So, sneak attack.
21 points. All right, they connect. You watch as almost lights begin to flicker on this individual. He's not looking too great.
One more.
That's a hit. He watches your next dagger straight into the abdomen section, and you watch as the lights in the eyes of this Warforged just goes black, and it falls backwards right in front of you, Frederick. For the moment, you don't see any other threats. However, there's a few people nearby that were watching and had kind of noticed what's going on. We'll keep our initiative just for the time being, but you are free to move as you please.
I'm...
Bass, Ran, and Corin, you guys are making your way to the group.
I'm staying here for right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for my turn because you said we were still in turn order, so I didn't want to.
We're actually not going to move in turn order right now, but we will keep
the rolls.
Keep the rolls just in case we need to go back to it.
Can I move enough to where I believe message is 120 feet? Let me double check that again. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's 120 feet, and it doesn't have to follow a straight line. So can I cast it? Target. Here's the message.
I believe you do have to see who you're targeting.
Does it say I have to see? Target within. Does it say I have to see? Does it say that?
It says you point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. I think that's
It says you can cast it through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier.
Oh, it does say that.
So that's just like, can I just shoot out? Like think of either. Let's see who. Can I think of Leaf in my head and just cast out message and see if it connects? Since it doesn't have to go in a straight line, but if it doesn't connect, it's fine.
Well, it's the thing. Do you know Leaf is over there? Because she rolled a pretty high.
Oh, then I would cast. Then I would cast it with you. I know Leaf's not there. Then I would cast it to you because I saw you walk over there. Then, either way, I'm casting it to somebody.
I'd say.
I'll cast it to Frederick.
So you would find that it does connect to Frederick. However, you aren't exactly sure where Leaf is in this moment.
Okay. If shit's gone down, go hide. We'll regroup later.
I'll definitely respond. Yeah, don't come over here. I don't want you guys being associated with this. We'll find you guys later. Leaf is with me.
And if I get a chance to do it again, I'll do message again to to Ran and Bass to basically say the same thing. Calm down. We'll regroup with them in the city. Just keep acting normal. However long that needs to be. I'll do that again in another 6 seconds.
And then I'm definitely looting what they have because because if I can find something about the whole copper of my eye, whatever the hell that was, that might help.
Yeah.
I don't think I will, but just in case.
You bend down and you begin to start looking for anything that this Warforged has. Unfortunately, you don't find anything of value on either of them. But at this point, people are starting to move. Some people are starting to walk around. Bass and Ran, I'd say you guys are kind of making your way, dashing.
I immediately am going to turn to Leaf and be like, we got to go. And kind of just grab her arm as I start to try and pull her away.
What
does my messages connect to Ran?
And is what's over here off to this side?
So
is it another alleyway.
It just kind of goes into a couple other buildings and such. Yeah, there's just like other types of buildings and whatnot in that area.
What's this buddy down here doing?
See that this is appears to be a man, and he's just kind of looking. Hard to tell his facial expression or anything because again it's night. But he seems to have seen a lot of what just happened.
I will say, as it is dark, I'm gonna just pull my mask back down, just in case if anybody hasn't seen my face yet. I don't want them to see my face.
Okay.
I'll pull my mask down, and I'm grabbing Leaf, and I'm like, let's go. I'm dragging her like into the alley or something to get us out of here.
Okay.
Does my next message hit Ran?
It does.
I'm sorry, what was your message?
I was saying basically, let them go. We're regrouping back in the city. Act normal.
I am going to run for this person right here and try to stand right in front of them, turn to them and grab them by the... Oh my God, are you okay? What was that flash? Are you injured? And I'm going to like try to wrestle them away and kind of angle them if I can while being a concerned person somewhere like in this direction, so to start cutting off their line of sight down the alleyway.
Yeah, as you're doing this, he tries to get one arm up and point to the alleyway, and he just kind of says to you, murderers, murderers.
And I'm just, as he's saying something like that, I'm going to start like pushing and patting him down over the guys that I'm checking him for wounds to see if he's okay.
Yeah, he seems a little uncomfortable with this.
Same message to Bass whenever the chance happens.
If Leaf sees Rand doing this, she's gonna like let Freddy pull her for a second, and then as soon as they're out of line of sight with them, she's gonna be like, pull your hood up, follow me, and like lead them somewhere to get out of there.
Yeah, at this point,
like,
Frederick is already pulling you.
Yeah, I've already got my mask down, so I think you and I both same idea to like, let's go. We're done.
But like the whole time she's like, you are dead. I can't believe.
No.
So
listen.
I can't. Let's go.
Listen, but I had a cool.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We need to go.
That's a cool alibi. I didn't know they were gonna.
You
do
almost got yourself killed.
Shit. I didn't think they were gonna do secret codes. Who does secret codes anymore? Wait, should we have
the Black Hand does?
Secret code. You know what? Just talk
while
about
this is going on, I'm going to cast command on this person.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast I'm going to command fall.
Okay. This person is going to try and make a wisdom save.
That DC should be a 17. I'm not sure why it's saying 16 in there.
Yeah, this man fails.
I'm angling to, as I say that, I've grabbed him by, I'm assuming he has like leathers or a tunic, something like that, some kind of shirt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it at the shoulders and kind of twist, and I'm gonna step between his legs and put a heel behind his leg, behind my left foot, in between his legs, behind his right foot, and I'm gonna say fall, and I'm gonna try to slam him down so he hits his head.
Okay.
Rand.
Like a pretty solid. I want him to take a really solid thump.
Okay. You cast fall and or command, and he immediately you as you're kind of grabbing him, you feel everything relax in him, and as he does, he begins to just fall, and you actually are kind of giving him a push, but as you do, he back of his head hits the ground, and you just kind of see blood begin to pool behind his head. You're not sure if he's alive or not.
I will immediately. Did I kill him?
Would you like to look and see if you've killed him?
Yes, I want. I don't. My intention was not to kill.
Bass will assist in checking for death.
Yeah, another guy from down the street goes murder and points his finger at you.
The
cycle continues.
Make a medicine check for both. If you want to help, you can do it at advantage.
Yeah, I'll give him help action with that.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm just waiting for Cora. Now Cora needs to kill that guy who saw you do that, and then the guy that's next to Bass needs to go, oh, murderer, and then Bass kills him.
28.
In your attempt to keep this person subdued, you have accidentally killed him.
You better
is he
revivify.
This is a bad day.
No.
Is he unconscious? He
had Do I have the ability to? Shit, he only had 2 health.
Yeah, he had 4 actually.
Oh god, that's double his health.
So he's at.
Hold on. You doubled his health.
Is he at 0 hit points?
He's past 0. You doubled his HP. You had a very unlucky bludgeoning roll.
It's okay. Move on. It's fine.
No.
It's at this point, the captain and one of the guy he was talking to are approaching. As well as Corin, you see this individual who gets off the boat and looks at you and kind of just says, "Something going on?"
What's going? I don't know. What do you see going on?
I don't know. It looks like there's some kind of commotion.
Hold on 1 second. Fuck. And then I want to cast. I'm just looking for a spell real quick. Go. You can keep going. I'm just trying to find something.
The individual just kind of stays next to you.
I will say, if I see other people from the ship start walking over, I will follow. But if not, I'm just gonna keep. I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. You're heading in that direction.
If everyone else from the ship, like the other like deckhands, if they stop moving and they're walking toward that way, then I'm gonna start walking toward that way, like just so I can be part of the group, so I don't look suspicious.
Yeah, this guy appears to maybe be one of the last ones.
If I can actually, I don't think I could beat them to there. Sure, I'll just double movement. Let me go to 30. Sorry.
Leaf and Frederick, are you running into some alleyways?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Leaf is gonna look for somewhere for them to hide.
Just let me know if I get there within a minute of him having died.
Yeah, you would have, for sure. You're approaching, and by the time you approach Corin, the captain and this other individual is walking up, not quite understanding.
Do I have a chance to talk to them before the captain gets within shot?
You're able to just get past them and get to your group to see that there is an individual on the ground, and they are not moving. There appears to be some kind of liquid by its head. Rand is kind of on the ground examining, and the captain is just about to walk up. And
what happened? Real quick, tell me. Just don't mince it. What happened, brother?
Rand is on his knees cradling this person, and he's got his hand behind his head, and you can see that there's some kind of glow of like. He just looks up and like he literally pulls one hand off, and it's soaked in blood. He fell. Before you can do anything, I cast Revivify.
Okay. Damn, there goes Timothy the Second.
I was actually really hoping Corin would just walk up and just zombie.
There is a Ran as he's looking like and you just see his hands have like this golden bluish hue, and you see underneath his shirt there's a brief glow, and his light and a light in his eyes flash, and he casts Revivify.
Okay.
Oh, he looked like he just bumped his head. Oh, he just had a little bit of a fall.
As you're doing right, this individual, you hear a gasp of breath as you watch as the wound on the back of the head almost magically seals itself up, and closes, and what the eyes that had rolled in the back of the head is rolled back forward, and a gasp of air hits this person's breath, or hits this person's lungs, and he just kind of looks up, is looking around, very confused, and it's just at this point where the captain comes forward and, what's going on here?
I think he fell.
He kind of observing the man on the ground.
I look up at the captain briefly, and then I look back at the man, and I start talking to the man. There was a flash of light. He cried out. I came up to see if he was okay. He took a fall, and clarify for Revivify, does he come back at 1 hit point or
Yes.
Okay.
He's got 1 HP.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure that whether or not this is adding. So it's a 1d8 plus 5 with modifier.
Down
So it's
below.
a 3 plus 5. So it also should be another 3 points of healing.
Oh.
So I mean, it doesn't matter. It's past his.
Yeah, you got him to full.
Yeah. Okay.
Down below, like behind me, is there more city, or is it just like another part of the end of the dock?
It's kind of still a part of the large dock area. There's more buildings and houses and things that kind of start to fill that part of the area. You like to the north and to the south is just more dock and more areas for ships and stuff. But as you head further east, there starts to become more buildings and such.
Okay.
You would just be able to catch Frederick and Leaf are heading down one of the alleyways that go in between a couple of buildings.
I'll be trying to basically lift the man up and usher him. I want to usher him to like here to keep everybody's and make a big hoopla out of it, to keep everybody's focus on him.
Okay.
And sit him down and sir, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I didn't you and I Rand literally seeing the blood on him is trying to like wipe it off. So are you okay? Let me check your head and looking to see if he has any other
Kind of just looks up at
places
you.
that blood is coming out of that he didn't have before.
Yeah, he looks very healthy actually now, but he does look confused, and he kind of looks up at you. What did you do to me?
You took a fall. You hit your head. All the King's men put you back together.
He just kind of
say that.
looks confused, but he kind of looks at you. Okay. Thank you. And not quite sure. The captain kind of walks over and starts to kind of almost take charge of the situation. I'll make sure.
Captain.
He kind of looks over to you.
I'm like scratch my armpit. I'm like scratch my head. Do you want us to finish what we were doing?
Kind of looks. You still not done with those crates?
Well, after all this commotion, everyone look, and I point back at his other deckhands. Nobody's working.
You kind of see he just puts a hand in his face, and it's at this time the other individual here says, "Sir," and he points around the corner to see the 2 bodies of Warforged laying on the ground. And he doesn't reply to you right away, Corin. He starts to make his way over here. At this point, Frederick and Leaf are gone. And he begins to inspect the bodies of the Warforged.
And actually, as me and Leaf are like, I know we're trying to find a spot to hide. I don't know if it would work. Can I pick her up and use my last unfurled wings and fly up onto one of the nearby roofs? Is that something? Do you think I could do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Because then that would at least get us off the street and on top of a building. That way, no one could find us.
Okay.
So I'll do that. I'll just run up, grabbing Leaf, like, all right, hold on for a second. And then the wings shoot out as I leap up over on top of a building, and then they just disappear.
Okay. As you are flying up, moving throughout the alleyways, you do see that there are 4 other guards coming around a corner just as you're flying up onto the roof. Seems to be making their way to the scene of the dock. It seems like some authorities have been alerted and are making their way.
Did they see us at all?
Let's see.
Guys, I think we should go back and finish those crates. I don't want the captain to get mad at us.
Go ahead and roll a stealth for me, Frederick.
Son of a... Really? Why?
So just as you're flying up, you hear one of them, there, on the roof! And,
Hey, at least we didn't run directly into them. We still have time to run. Yeah, I honestly, as soon as we get up there, I let her down and be like, we have to run.
All right. While that is going on, there's a few guards that come from the south of the docks. You guys can see them. They haven't made it to the map where you guys are at now. But you can see them maybe about 100 and some odd feet away from the south of the docks. They're making their way, and another group of 4. Rand, Corn, and Bass. Just from the light, you see these figures in a organized kind of troop.
I'm sorry, where are they coming from?
They will be coming from the south, so kind of
okay, so from behind, over our shoulder, kind of.
Right, you just aren't able to see them. Haven't made their way to the actual part of the map yet.
Okay. After making sure, I don't know, I'm going to kind of act like an innocent bystander. The captain's not hollering at us. I'm going to continue to make sure this guy's okay.
I'm going to go back, and I will see y'all in a minute. I'm going to go back and finish our work. I'm going to start walking away. Start walking over.
Okay.
And every so often, I'll basically just keep sending a message to Rand to like update about what's going on. Let me know what's going on.
Is this guy kind of amenable to things? Can I kind of guide him to the south?
He's confused, but it seems like he could be moved if you wanted to move him.
Yeah, I would like if they're. I don't know. I don't want, if I see these guards coming from down here, I want to make a clear path for them. I don't want them to easily get a good look at me. I'd like to kind of use this guy as cover to block my face.
Hey, Captain said to get back to work and finish.
If they pass me,
I'm saying that to the tech hands, by the way, not toward Rand.
Cool.
I would look to kind of create some distance.
Okay. You say this to the other individual who just got off the boat. Kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And he starts to make his way back to the boat. You watch as some of the other... you see another commoner kind of come from the north. And you start to make your way back to the ship. Rand, or were you wanting to guide this individual anywhere specific?
I guess it'd kind of be off the map.
Okay.
If they're... I don't know, is there another building down here? Is it open like this?
I'd say there's probably a nearby building that you could set them down and...
Okay. Yeah, that would be... That's what I would like to do, kind of angle him so that I can see everything that's unfolding, but also have space between me, the guards, and everybody else if I need to kind of slip off.
Okay. You do so. You guys start making your way back to the ship, and you wait for the 4 Warforged to come from the south in kind of a square of 4. To make their way up here. And they start to make their way. This commoner here kind of points kind of towards the direction of behind the building, and they start to make their way over there. At this point, Leaf and Frederick, You're on top of the roof. You were just spotted by a group of 4 guards who were coming from the east through some alleyways, kind of scanning, searching for the area. They seem to notice you. What are you doing here?
What does the rooftops look like? Are they slanted? Are they just all flat?
Yeah, most of them are slanted. Very similar to like this house here.
Yeah. What's the spacing between each building? Like from like the size of the alleys? Like, would it be easy to jump from building to building? At least in certain
you could
spots?
try. There's probably from where you're at now. There's maybe a 5-foot jump, 5 to 10 foot jump from one building to another.
Okay. What's your idea, Leaf?
You watch as the Warforged are shouting, "He's up there! He's up there!" And they're kind of yelling very loudly.
Does it look like there's any spots where we could hide? Whether it be like, I know we're on top of the roofs. Is there a roof that's just a flat top with like stuff on it, or
you're looking
anything
around?
like that?
Everything seems slanted.
The only thing I can think of is just going rooftop to rooftop. I mean, it is dark, so we have that advantage. But just keep going rooftop to rooftop until we find an alleyway or something with either a lot of people in it or a place for us to hide.
Leaf is going to turn to Freddy and say, "Run, and don't stop." And she's gonna pull out one of her papers of sending and hand it to him and say, "Run and don't stop. Let us know where you are," and push him. And she's gonna stay.
Like, wait, hold up.
I have my cape. Go.
I promise I didn't mean for this all to happen. All right, bye.
Go.
And I just start running. And since my monk abilities, I'm pretty sure I can clear 10-foot gaps pretty easily.
Okay.
Especially having what was it? I literally have something where I can like run across like 90-degree like walls and everything. For a certain amount of feet. But yeah, I'm just going. I'm running as far as I can.
So that you begin to start running, trying to make those simple jumps from building to building.
Like at any point, do I see either a street that is really busy with people or an alleyway? I'm more looking for a street busy with people, honestly.
Yeah, as you're looking, it is dark. It's hard to see. You start to jump from building to building. I will have you make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Or, yeah, I think it's acrobatics. Jump from building to building.
That really? Why? Why?
You're able to jump from one building to another, and it's not like you haven't done this in maybe a long time, if at all. And so
run from the law.
You jump from one building to the other, and you make it, and you kind of hold yourself in place, and you can kind of hear some of the guards as you're making your escape, that they are continuing to yell. You can kind of hear one of them. One of them's running. He's running away. While Leaf, you're still there.
Leaf is
actually, would they have seen both of us? Because I was holding her, so like, and it was dark. So would they have seen both of us or just me?
I think they would have seen both figures standing up on the roof. If anything, as you left, Leaf is still up there.
Okay. I just wanted to see if like maybe they'd only be looking for me, or I don't know.
They this point it doesn't seem like they're following you right now, but Leaf, you do see that they have noticed as Frederick begins to escape. They're kind of shouting amongst themselves on what to do. You hear one of them, There's more coming. They'll be on the way soon.
Leaf is it the same guy that's saying all of the words?
There's kind of some back and forth between a couple different ones.
Okay.
None of them seem to be
brothers.
like in charge or anything.
Well, she's gonna start throwing daggers at them.
Okay. Make your attacks. Okay, that hits.
So she's throwing. There's 4 of them, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she's gonna at 2 of them, and then action surge 2 more daggers.
Okay. Okay. You throw 4 daggers total at one individual. However,
No, 1 at each.
Oh, 1 at each. Okay.
1 at each.
All of them, you can kind of hear them grunt in pain as a dagger hits each one of them. They kind of take a step back and they begin to shout out more. She's attacking us! She's trying to kill us! As they begin to try and find some cover for themselves. We'll go back to the port. The 4 Warforged are making their way upwards. You see this individual here, Rand, you can kind of hear him say, from what I could tell, the captain of that ship over there, he's investigating the 2 bodies up here, and you kind of see this individual here who's responds to him. Okay, we'll look into this. And they begin to move past them. They kind of give you a look, but they don't seem to give you any attention, Rand.
Yep, I'm just gonna kind of circle away and around.
Okay.
Try not to be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Be suspicious.
And they begin to kind of conduct a little investigation there.
I'm gonna go back toward Bass and Corn.
Okay.
Just
go back.
Kind of. I didn't do anything. I'm just gonna go on my way now. Go back to doing what I was supposed to do. Do.
Okay. They you make your way back, and you see Bass and Corn and another individual are finishing off transporting some crates out of the ship. There's only a few left at this point. Both of you notice Rand's making his approach to you all.
I'll just pick something up along the way to like have in my hands to make it look like I'm helping move it.
Cast message to Rand. You probably should change your shirt.
There's nothing to be done about it. I don't have anything to change.
Try to find a place. Try to find an extra shirt. They have extras here. Try to get something off the ship or something. Ask one of them for another shirt.
Just say you're a butcher. You're fine.
Wait 1 second. Isn't there a cantrip that removes,
prestidigitation, but I don't have it. I don't use it. Unless you have it.
I don't have it.
Oh boy.
I have mage hand, I could smear it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. What do I have in my inventory?
At this point,
I'll ask the deckhand if he has a change of clothes.
He looks at you. Yeah, I'll go get you. Go get you some. I guess you kind of like looking at your clothing, and
as he's doing that, I'll give him I'll put into his hand 2 silver to the deckhand.
Okay. Takes it, kind of gives you an odd look, but doesn't say anything. Pockets the silver, and he goes down to grab some just simple change of clothes Nothing very fancy. Kind of ragged. He comes back up and hands them to you, Ran.
Awesome. I'll at least change my shirt.
Okay. What are you guys doing at this moment?
Just gonna keep moving the boxes and finish like we were supposed to.
Yep.
Try to be normal.
Moving. I
Okay.
pick things up and I put them
Conversation with the
down.
deckhand.
I will say we'll just follow the orders the deckhand. Like,
What's next?
And he says, well, it's at this point you boys are probably free to go. We got everything taken care of. Just disappear like they talked about.
nice meeting you. And the pockmarked person just gonna turn around, hunched, and just start walking away.
Okay. He kind of goes and stands next to a bunch of the crates and just kind of seems to wait.
Doesn't matter what direction we go. We just need to go. We'll meet up with them later.
Yep.
Shortest distance. So maybe we go back down south.
Yep.
And just cut right there, right through there. If that's good with y'all.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Or just a casual, we're not trying to cause suspicion, but like, we're done, just walking that way.
Okay. You start to kind of walk this direction, kind of back south.
Yeah.
Okay. You all begin to kind of just naturally make your way away from the scene. A few other individuals just kind of moving around. And it seems like one of the Warforged kind of comes back this way and just kind of it appears to be looking around. As you all begin to kind of leisurely make your way back. Switching back to our Assassin's Creed characters. Frederick, you are trying to find your way over buildings and just trying to escape. You keep finding alleyways. You don't think that it may take a bit of time before you can get into the main part of the city.
Is anybody following me right now?
You can hear a voice shouting. It seems like somebody's trying to follow you, but because you're like hopping from alley to alley, it seems like it's a bit harder for them to keep up with you. At this point, you don't see any other Warforged. You are just trying to coast, just trying to escape.
And because I'm technically still wearing No, because I want to say I'm wearing the tattered clothing that they had us wore. I'm wearing that over what I was wearing over my original clothing. So I still have that on, and then I have what they gave us over top of that. So I think as I'm running, as soon as I'm out of sight of any of them, I'm going to pull off the clothing that they had that they gave me. So I'm only wearing that dark black and dark blue attire that I was wearing, taking my mask off, and then I'm going to slide down into an alleyway, and I'm going to try and find some sort of piece of fabric somewhere, and I'm trying to drape it over myself.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Please. Son of a...
Okay. We'll see if it works.
I'm pulling what Steven did. Remember? He put a cloth over him and acted like an old person.
All right. As you so you get back to the ground and you take some fabric, some like anything just to kind of hide yourself, and you put it over yourself, kind of like a hood, and try to blend into the surrounding area as you're making your way down alleyways in the middle of the night.
I think at this point I'm not necessarily running. I would be running at first, but I think at this point, since I have something else, I'm technically wearing different clothing. I'm kind of just more walking, but keeping a very cautious eye.
Okay.
That way they don't just see somebody sprinting through the alleyways. I think that would cause more suspicion.
Okay. All right. Moving back to to Leaf, I guess. Leaf, one of them is attempting to throw a javelin at you while you're up on the roof. You watch as it flies in your direction. And it seems like it does scrape past you. However,
past me.
Well, just kind of on your side. You're able to use Uncanny Dodge and reduce some of the damage. Only taking 3 points of damage. We round up 3 points of damage, and you watch as one of them, the one that threw it, I think I hit her. And at this point, you start to see more guards approach. Some of them don't look to be Warforged. Some of them look to be maybe normal human-like. However, they appear to be guards of some sort. You're starting to get a little overwhelmed with people, as there's maybe 8 people who have their sights set on you at this point. You're still on this building, still on this roof. What would you like to do?
Hold on.
Okay.
Glitchy, even or odd?
God. Don't do this to me.
I need to too. Even?
Yeah.
Even Steven.
God, I hope. Oh. I wanted that to be odd.
F.
Why make me choose?
Okay, so is there an alleyway that the guards are not coming from? Like, are they all coming from the same direction, or are they coming from, like, everywhere?
They seem to be coming from most everywhere, it seems like, to you at this point. You had 4 come from your north, and then you had another additional 4 coming from the kind of south. They rounded a corner from the south. And then there is like a short maybe path that you could go east, following after Frederick if you wanted to.
So she's gonna pick like an alleyway to the east, not the one that Freddy went down. And Dimension Door.
Okay.
Into that alleyway. Run for a bit, find somewhere to hide.
Okay. Stealth.
Gladly.
Why even make her roll? Why even make her roll?
I roll a natural 1.
And then I would
Even
have
then.
used halfling luck.
That's true.
Even then, she still would have made it. This
All
is
right.
pointless.
You find a place to hide in kind of maybe underneath the awning of a nearby building. You hear the guards, "Where did she go?" And you kind of continue to hear them yelling out, "Search for her! And the other one too!" And they kind of begin to hear footsteps that spread out around you. However, you seem to be well hidden at this point. They don't seem to find you. We'll go back to the dock. You Basscorn ran, start making your way kind of leisurely to go south. However, as you're kind of trying to maybe escape the scene, there's this Warforged here that notices all of you and kind of just uses a hand gesture to come to him.
Bass will just kind of look at Rand and Corin like, we going over there?
Where in relations to everything is this gay?
This guy here, yeah, he's the one that's like trying to get you to come to him.
Well, we want to respect the law around here.
Well, we were going. Okay, so here's my question. We're going down this way and off, and we're just
wherever the
walking.
street is. I just don't know where the street is.
Did we even notice this guy? Did any of us turn and make eye contact?
You certainly wouldn't have had to. If not,
I mean, we would kind of naturally see him going around the corner. I feel like he's you know.
I'll hit Bass and Corin both, and I'll point, and I'll start walking in that direction.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Begin to make your way towards him.
It's a crazy night.
And he kind of walks up a few steps, but doesn't. He kind of lets you approach.
Don't get too close now. These guards can be tricky.
And
I still try to stay in the front.
Okay.
Or does he let us come forward?
He kind of he will let you walk all the way up to him,
I'll just put up.
probably to about where Bass was. And what were you doing?
I'll just kind of put up my hands inquisitively,
Okay.
like shrugging my shoulders at him,
He
giving him a chance to say something.
he kind of looks at you, and he just kind of says, "So, were you just over here with some of these individuals? All three of you?"
And I'll point back toward the ship. We were offloading the cargo over there.
You mean the guy that bumped his head?
And he kind of looks. Was there another individual who got hurt here?
There was something about bodies, but our captain is up there looking at it.
Didn't you see that guy? Whatever, he was walking over there. He had bumped his head. We helped him. Then they said, "Oh, there's bodies," and then the captain. We had to go back and finish our work.
He kind of looks at all of you and replies, "Did you see anything that happened here that shouldn't have happened?"
There was a flash of light, and I'll point to the guy that I healed. He screamed out. I came over to check on him. He fell and he bumped his head. And I'll hold up my hand showing the blood. He took a pretty hard hit. That's about all we saw on our end.
By the time we got over here, sir, the two dead fellows over there were already dead.
It's at this point.
Whoever did it, they already ran on off.
At this point, that another Warforged shows up from the east, kind of around one of the nearby houses, and kind of sees what's going on. He immediately runs up to this group here. This individual kind of turns around and notices, and he takes a long glance. He kind of turns back to you all. We're just going to keep you around just a little bit while we try to figure out what happened here.
Hey, no problems. I'll get my drinking time.
And he kind of stays where he's at. And then,
where do you want us to be?
Just stand right there. That's fine. He watches this individual, then says something to this individual here, and then he seems to kind of tap the shoulder of this individual, and then he begins to kind of come over to this Warforged, and he begins to say, "We think we found the escapees. They're on the rooftops. They're in some alleyways just over there. They're not too far." And this individual kind of looks back. "Okay, well, chase after them. Go find them." And this one says, Okay. Should we get more guards? What should we do? What should we do?" And you kind of see this one just thinks for a moment. We just need to finish up the investigation here. There's going to be more guards kind of coming this way soon. We've got these three here that are going to help us. And he kind of takes a look at all three of you for a moment, and then kind of looks back at this Warforged, and he kind of whispers something to him. hard to notice exactly what he whispers. And then this one seems to kind of walk away. And as he's doing it, this one then says, he kind of turns around. Oh, also, you might want to alert one of the captains of the guard. Maybe let him know that we've just got some murderers in the city. And hear this one. Okay, will do. And he begins to run off back towards the alleyway. Kind of out of, eventually rounding some corners and getting out of sight. This one then kind of looks at all of you. Okay, so how long have you all been in Blackstone?
Well, sir, we just arrived here unloading some cargo.
Okay. And you're with that ship there? And he kind of points to the big, large ship that you guys came in on.
That was the one we rode in on, yes, sir.
He kind of looks at you, and then a moment passes by where you hear some more yelling, and you actually see coming out from this side of the house, the Warforged have seemingly got the captain of the ship in manacles. And they seem to be escorting him kind of to the north. Out of sight.
Well,
or at least you hear kind of the commotion. Right now, it's just this one individual here. Kind of looks at all of you, and he asks, have you all ever been in Blackstone before? Not everybody at once.
I'm stress eating.
Oh,
so
God.
Hold on, give me a second.
Kind of just.
It's okay.
Sorry, I mean, you don't see a murder every day, I feel like. Sorry, I'm just still in shock. I'm just trying to do what I was paid to do.
Kind of just nods his head at you. And then he pulls out a piece of paper. And he holds it up kind of to himself, and then he kind of looks at the rest of you all. And then he kind of holds the paper towards you and Ran and Bass and Corin. You see what looks like a wanted flyer.
I'm gonna look around, realizing where this is going.
What's on the flyer?
Yeah, what's on the flyer?
Specifically, you see kind of a wanted, and there are loosely drawn images of what look like Ran and Corin.
Remember, I am at least 10 years older, pockmarked face, changed my whole style, so I don't look like me right now.
Yeah, he's kind of examining Ran, more than anyone else. But he's holding this up, and he's examining kind of you all. But you see, and then, so the loosely drawn images of Ran and Corin, Leaf, and Frederick. And underneath it, it says, the Unbroken. Their crimes against Black Hand and its citizens. And there is a kind of a reward for turning you all in. And the reward appears to be a decent portion of gold. Each person is worth 100 gold.
Wait, only 100? Come on, you know I'm worth more than that.
And he kind of holds it up, and he looks at you, Ran, and he says, "Let's not make this too difficult." As your friends are running somewhere to the east, and we've got more of us on their way. You can run, but you're in the city of Blackstone.
Leaf. Odd or even? Give me an
Uh,
odd or even.
blood for the blood god.
Yeah. Hey, wait. What? There's a poster.
Odd or even?
Odd.
What do Ran and Corn look like? They like stance wise.
Right now?
Like, are you guys looking like you want to like about to fight, or
I think that's what Rand's trying to find out.
I'm tensing a little bit, but like not. I'm trying to be still.
There's no
casual.
other guards. All the guards that we have seen have exited the area. Correct.
Yep.
At this moment, but he did mention that there are more on the way.
What's your dex?
I look at Bass and Corin.
What's your dex?
What's my dex?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. It's a 12.
So what's your modifier? 2 then?
No,
For
my
a
modifier is a
saving throw?
1.
A 1? No, not for saving throw.
Okay.
So mine's a 3. So I'm just saying before, like reaction wise, can I do something before Rand does something? Since we're not in turn.
What do you want to do?
I basically want to like kind of lean like past. I want to lean past between the both of them. I'm like, is that a wanted poster? Yeah, we don't want to make this any harder. And Blight.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you'd asked about that wanted poster a little bit earlier too, so I'll let you go first.
Are you blighting him or the wanted poster?
Him.
Oh, the wanted poster.
Yeah, the wanted poster, of course.
Destroy that, and you guys are free.
I was just going to use Thaumaturgy to try to intimidate him.
I was gonna minor illusion, cover his vision.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Make Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. That's a
So
fail.
that's a fail. He takes 31 points of damage.
Okay. You watch as this necrotic energy begins to take over. As he's holding this up to you, you see this energy shoot from Corin, and as it does, it hits him, and he kind of pulls the poster back for a second. He starts to look at his arms as he's almost wilting away. And he kind of just, his eyes look back up at you, and you won't escape. And you watch as he falls. You killed him with blight.
Go. Let's go. Move. Keep watching casually. Go.
See
Yeah,
some of
we're
these.
all on the run.
You see these
Go.
individuals here who kind of shout out, "They're murderers! They're with them!" And they begin to shout out as well.
So, Blight is. Hold on. Trying to see how like
These people begin to run.
if it. Okay, perfect. All right, we're just gonna run. I don't need it. It's fine.
People
Just
are
run.
running away.
We running south.
Yeah, run south.
Okay.
Once we get a little bit distance, we'll slow our walk down. Cover your face. Put a hood up. Do something.
Okay.
Asshole
I
helmet
don't know
up
what to tell you.
and hood
I
on.
can't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's kind of just.
I don't have anything to put in it to make you look different right now. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so you're casually moving south.
We'll
We'll run a little bit, and then like like we'll run a little bit, and then like once we get around the corner, we'll try to walk casually.
All right,
Oh, okay.
you guys you make it off this portion of the map.
I'm sorry. If we kept saying they're talking, there was a chance for more people to show up. We had to get out of there.
Okay.
Were you prepared for this, Mr. DM?
No. No, but it's fine.
None of us
Here
were.
we go again.
It's fine. I'm taking care of it.
I love how we all, well, you guys jokingly said we were gonna throw off the entire session, and then we actually threw off the entire session.
No. This is what I anticipated was.
I mean, I didn't think we'd go
Somewhere in
that
this.
south that fast, but I
Yeah.
mean, hey, new record, right?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was not expecting it to go this way. This is not at all where I want it to go, but hey, it's fun.
All right. You three begin to walk the kind of the dock, heading south. A group of guards walks past you. in the area. They don't seem to pay you any attention. You begin to kind of cut into some of the more of the city, some more like residential zone. There is an increased presence of guards as you make your way down other streets and buildings. There seems to be guards almost around each house or each alley. At this point, while you guys are traveling, we're gonna go back to Leaf and Frederick. Leaf, you hide and you kind of keep yourself away from anybody for some time. You watch as guards do kind of make their way in and out of alleys, and you hear some people, and it's not long before the word travels that the Unbroken is in the city of Blackstone. You can hear guards sharing it. Yeah, it's them. It's them. They're here, and a couple others are. Oh, there's no way that. Why would they come to Blackstone? And you just hear a couple other people, guards here and there, who are just kind of murmuring these rumors that the Unbroken is here. Leaf and Frederick, I would like for you to make a perception check. Both of you continue to do your best to hide, and Leaf, you watch as there's a couple hooded figures that walk down the street. You keep your guard up, and you try not to make eye contact with anyone. How long do you want to stay here in this little area to hide?
As soon as she can, she's gonna like move to the next like dark alley. Like she's trying to move, but she is also kind of keeping an eye out for anything that would like hint to like the Thieves Guild in the city.
Okay.
Looking for like thieves camp.
Yes. Like
Okay.
she's looking for something that she recognizes as this is somewhere that I might be able to go.
Oh, okay.
But she also at one point while she's like dodging in between alleys and everything, she's going to paper of sending they know we're here and send it to Cal.
Okay. So you send that over to Calter, who is.
What time of day is this now? Like 11 p.m.
It's dark. Yeah, it's probably 10 or 11. There are torches and lanterns and stuff lit up, but yeah. How would Cal be asleep? What would he be doing?
Probably at this hour.
Yeah. Okay.
He's just gonna wake up with paper on him.
Frederick.
Mm-hmm.
As you're walking kind of with your hood on, trying to find maybe some people, you do find a couple of people here and there that are standing on their porch, but you've noticed that most of the streets are just kind of covered in these guards. People aren't really out and about. It could just be because it's dark too and that people are sleeping, but as you walk by, two guards do kind of round a corner, and they as they're walking past you.
At any point, could I have found like a stick to sell or something that they use like a cane almost?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because I wouldn't. I'll do that, and I'll use that stick to kind of increase the persona that either I'm injured or I'm really old, having that hood up and kind of cloaked over me. I'm just like stumbling across the street.
Okay. Two guards kind of pass by you, and as you are going, one of them actually kicks the stick that you're using to just bully you.
Okay. I fall over. I'm not gonna stand. I'm gonna let it happen.
Okay.
So falls over, just kind of tumbles into the ground.
They keep moving. As you kind of recollect yourself and you get back up,
I just kind of whisper myself, asshole.
They kind of patrol the streets. You're alone, and Leaf, you're alone. Corin, Bass, Ran. As you kind of make your way into the city, what would you guys like to do? You guys are all separated.
Let's try to find an inn somewhere deeper into the city, maybe not so close to the docks, if that's good with you guys, or somewhere that people aren't going to be asking questions. And then I can send a message, or we can use our sending paper if we need to.
I think that's what Frederick would be doing, is trying to find like a tavern or inn.
We might not be able to meet up with each other tonight. So we just got to.
If I remember correctly, they said on the other side of town were some inns, like on opposite end.
Yeah, I just don't know if I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it was north or south. He was talking about.
I believe he said south.
Perfect. Let's try to find. Let's keep going for a little bit and see. I don't want to be too close to the docks. And then if another hour goes up, if there's a chance to walk where there isn't a garden alley, maybe. Like if I find a discreet place, I would like to recast Disguise Self again.
Okay.
And look like somebody different this time. So shorter this time, white kind of wizened hair, completely different face, brown eyes, bigger nose. Just gonna keep switching it up.
Okay. Leaf, as you're traveling, looking for anything that you can find, you do come to an alleyway where you kind of see this written on the wall. It's not in Thieves' Cant. It's just kind of written on one of the sides of the buildings. It just says "safety" with an arrow. And it's pointing off into kind of a direction into some of the city. Kind of continuing down some alleyway.
You will very cautiously follow it. Very, very cautiously.
Okay. Roll another perception. Okay. You start to follow this. It's very the handwriting is bad. It's not like, it just looks very, maybe it was quickly drawn, but it just doesn't look great. And you kind of begin to follow it, and as you do, you don't even see, you see like just an arrow that points down another alleyway. You continue to follow.
I'm getting sketch vibes, but yes.
Continue.
Again, very cautiously.
Continue to follow. And as you do, you start to get into some narrow kind of alleyways, and it is pretty dark. It seems like it's kind of directing you into not like a bad part of town, maybe, but it's just kind of crowded with buildings. And you continue to follow a series of just arrows and slight hints or directions that are kind of like haphazardly like written on walls and houses, or like chalk on the ground. And you finally find yourself in kind of in between maybe 4 houses, or 4 buildings with the slanted roofs, just like normal. Kind of in an alleyway. You don't think you're too far away from the dock. It kind of redirected you back a little. And there's kind of this like white chalk that is circled around a manhole on the ground. It's more so like a grate, not like like you can kind of see down, but it's kind of like a grate on the ground. And there is like water near it, and it is very dark Um, you find this great.
I don't like this, but she's gonna go in.
Okay. You lift the grate, and it is heavy. It's made out of some kind of heavy material, heavy component. And you see that there is this kind of this metallic ladder or something that goes down into whatever's down in the ground through this grate.
So if she can get like the grate moved enough for her to get down, she'll climb down, pull the grate back over, and then try to find somewhere where she can get her back in like a corner so she knows nobody's going to come up behind her and just stay.
Okay.
But like she doesn't want to be directly under the grate, obviously.
Okay.
She's trying to hide.
Okay, so you're not climbing down?
She is going to climb down.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you do move the grate and you climb down, and do you go all the way to the bottom? It seems like it's a fairly long ladder. You do see a flickering light at the bottom, and you begin to get this smell of that kind of begins to reach your nose of it smells a lot like sewage.
Can I see anything like around the light, or is it like around a corner, or?
It's hard to see. The grate that you're in is just kind of a straight. It just goes straight down until it gets to the bottom where it kind of opens up. If you'd like, you can climb down further and kind of examine more. But it looks like it's probably a 20 to 30 foot climb. It goes pretty deep, it seems.
Yeah, she'll go down slowly, like keeping an ear out. If she hears any kind of movement or anything, she's going to completely stop.
Okay. You're being very careful. You climb down to where it opens up, and you see to your north is well, first of all, you see that right across from the ladder is a torch that seems to be lit and it's flickering. And then to your north, it seems like there's this path that kind of curves, and there's another torch. And to your south are what look like stairs that descend down. Off in the distance, you hear what sounds like water or of some sort that's running. And it smells.
Is there any kind of like dark corner that she can immediately see?
At this point, no, just because there are torches and stuff lit down here. But you don't see anything that kind of any torches that descend to your south. If you wanted to investigate,
that'll be the way that she goes.
Okay. You make it, and your feet land onto the ground, and it's nasty in here. It smells terrible, and you make your way down some steps to where it almost becomes pitch dark. Really hard to see as you descend the steps.
I feel like she would go to like the bottom of the steps and just kind of post up.
Okay. All right, you do that. Frederick, you are walking around. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm trying to. So I know about the inn, like the tavern that the captain told us about. Not know about it, but I know because he told us about it. So I'm gonna start try and head towards that direction.
Okay.
Where he said it might be.
Okay.
And again, just I'm gonna try and stay towards the busiest streets where there's the most people.
Okay.
But yeah, just making my way still with the cane, the cloak. I'm gonna move slowly and elderly so that I fit the part.
Okay. Begin to search for an inn or a place to sleep. I'm assuming Corin, Ran, and Bass are doing kind of the same.
Yeah, further in where it's not, it doesn't look as like chaotic. I know it's probably still gonna be tense, but like where it seems like it's a little more hustle and bustle, not like, oh shit, everyone's on guard and like actively patrolling.
Okay.
And if we can't find something like that,
Then we'll
would be
switch
looking
gears.
for an alley, somewhere to kind of duck off behind somewhere and find a place to hide out of sight.
Okay. You we'll say Ran, Corn, and Bass. You're the first ones to find what looks like a kind of a ramshackle looking inn. There is let's see, there is a sign that says the Hag's Purse outside of this what looks like a ramshackle inn.
That's an awesome name.
Does it everything what does the surrounding area look like?
It's kind of dark. You don't see anybody outside.
Guards, nothing. Nobody's like.
Not at this moment. However, as you're making your way here, you did pass by several guards and other people too. But at this moment, at this inn, you don't see anybody nearby.
Should we go in? Let's go.
What was the name of it again?
The Hag's Purse.
Come on.
Does it have like any like signs or anything out front?
Yeah, there's like a kind of a wooden sign that's hanging off the front of the building itself. It's kind of blowing in the wind. There seems to be a depiction of a very ugly looking hag that seemingly digging in a purse much larger than her.
Her own bag of holding. I love it.
Well, ain't that lovely?
All right, let's make our way over.
Okay, you walk inside, and it's like deadly quiet. There isn't a older lady that is actually sitting kind of at the front, and she just kind of looks at you all, and she's like squinting at you all, either because she's got bad sight or she's examining you. But
gonna stand in front of Rand a little bit since we're almost the same height. I think Rand might be an inch or two taller than me, but try to like kind of block his face a little bit, block some parts of him at least.
Okay. She kind of looks at all of you.
Actually, no, I'm shorter now because of the disguise self. Never mind.
Kind of reaches out.
I said shorter.
What can I do for you?
Well, I'm hoping that you have a couple rooms to spare.
Yes, I do.
Well, how much are they? Ain't getting any younger.
And she's kind of looking at all of you. 5 silver each.
3 silver.
4.
What if we all get a room together?
3.5.
5 silver each per patron. Even if you get the same room. That's how it works here.
I'm haggling here, boy. 4.
Okay, 4.
4.
She kind of looks at all of you, and she kind of like side eyes you. She goes and grabs a key off kind of a wooden like plaque full of other keys, and she kind of goes through and finds one with a number 7 on it, and she kind of holds it out to you all, waiting for the exchange of silver for the keys.
Ran will pull out the silver. and set it down on the counter.
She just takes her hand.
For you, or are you doing it for all of us, just so I know?
I'm doing it for all of us.
Takes her hand and kind of slaps it down. You can see it's like super long fingernails and very wrinkly skin. And she just kind of takes it, and as she does, she like scratches her fingernails across the like the table that she's behind, and she just reaches out the key and hands it to you. And she does, her hands kind of shaking, and she just kind of hands it to you, Ran.
Can I insight check?
Sure.
Is she shaking because she's old, or is she shaking because she's scared?
You can make an insight.
Maybe she's just shaking because she's weird.
Dirty 20.
Just looking at her, she is very old. You'd think that it's probably just due to her age. She hands you the keys to the room. Number 7. Don't make too much noise.
Does it cost extra for peace and quiet?
No.
Good.
She's just kind of squinting like right at you.
Right at him, or
right at Corin.
Weird old man.
I'm just gonna start.
Crazy
I'm
hair.
just gonna start walking up and get to the room as soon as possible.
Okay.
I'd like to do one thing before we leave from the desk with the clerk lady. I'd like, doesn't, from the description, it doesn't seem like it's a visual, that makes a visual effect. If I can use this divine sense,
Okay.
just to be safe.
Sure.
Oh, God.
So you're using divine sense.
Yep. So basically, I take an action, and I can open my awareness to detect any fiends, celestials, or undead within 60 feet, not behind total cover. I know what type of being it is, but I don't know their identity.
Yeah.
Just that if they are one of those types. And I can detect if anything within 60 feet's been desecrated or consecrated.
Yeah, you kind of use your divine sense to just kind of scan the area, but specifically probably this woman. And you don't get anything fiendish or undead or anything. She's genuinely just a very, very old, probably decrepit lady.
You sense the presence of a demigod.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll just give her a polite nod and just kind of follow Ran upstairs.
Night, young lady. I'm just gonna follow last.
She like eyes you all the way up until you're out of her sight.
Does she blush?
No.
When he calls her young lady.
She looks very pissed.
Good.
Okay. You make yourself into your rooms, Frederick. Trying to find a place to stay. You find a tavern called the Raven's Den. It seems a little bit lively. Seems like there's some people in here. But you naturally, because of how busy it's been on your side of where you've been, there are actually a few guards kind of in and out of this tavern.
Do I just, I don't want to get too close, but do I see, I don't even know if I'd be looking for that, because I don't know about the wanted poster.
Mm-mm.
Nope. No, I wouldn't even be looking for that. Shoot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna walk in. Still the hood over myself, but I think I'll kind of drop the cane off to the side and just kind of walk slightly more normal, and just kind of make my way in. But I'm gonna go off into like a corner.
Okay. You walk in. It seems probably dimly lit in this tavern. There are people talking and celebrating and drinking, and there seems to be a bartender who appears to look like a half orc, and he's serving drinks to people. And you make yourself kind of home by just sitting in the corner. of the tavern.
I see a group of young adventurers looking for something to do. Because
no.
I'm the shady one in this corner.
That would be funny, but no. You kind of keep your hood up and you kind of keep to yourself. How long are you wanting to kind of sit here? What are you wanting to do?
You
think that
what does the crowd look like? Is it lively? Is it I don't know. I'm trying to get the what's the vibe in here.
Yeah. So there are people here, and there are small, like maybe 2 or 3 people in different areas that are talking to each other, and every once in a while there's some laughter and such. But it's not as energetic as maybe a normal tavern would be. In fact, looking around the room, there's a couple individuals that just look like dead in the eyes. They are drinking to drink the night away, maybe. You see a couple, individuals that just kind of saunter in and they sit at the bar and they just start drinking. And every once in a while, there's a couple guards that walk in and they kind of look around and then they make themselves out the door.
Okay. But there's no guards like coming in and staying.
At this point, no.
I'm gonna kind of. I'm gonna make my way up to the bar, and yeah, I'll kind of wave down the half orc.
Okay. Kind of walks up to you. See, he gives you a big sigh. All right, what can I do for you?
Got any rooms available?
Yeah, I've got a couple left.
What's your price?
Kind of looks you up and down. I just 2 silver and night sound.
I'll give you 3 silver. I'm gonna pull out 3 silver and I'll slide it over to him.
He kind of slams his hand down on it and just heavily, and he takes the silver, seems to put it in kind of a drawer behind the bar, and he pours you a complimentary drink for doing so. He kind of runs back behind. There's kind of a separation between the front of the bar, and then there's like a room that kind of goes back and around. And he goes back there, and he comes back to you with a key. Has the number 9 on it, and he hands it to you and tells you it's one of the last ones down at the end.
Yeah, I kind of take the key and I take a little sip of the drink. Is it good? Is it?
It's okay. It's not bad.
Obviously, I wouldn't expect to be like top shelf, but like
yeah, it's just okay. It's not super fancy. You've had better for sure.
Yeah. Take a sip and I'll hold it down and I gotta ask. Seems pretty busy outside with the guard. How do you feel about him?
Kind of looks to his left and right. Well, I don't appreciate the energy they give off. I guess they're looking for a group of individuals. I don't know. It's not good for business.
How long have these guards been around? I've been here for a little bit, but
how long's a little bit?
A few days now, but I used to come around here about a year ago, and I don't know, place feels different.
Well, they've tightened their security. People are just getting arrested on the spot, getting taken up to the castle for slave labor.
You're telling me. Saw a few people get arrested earlier. Nuts out there.
It's not good. Surprised you. How did you get out the first time? A year ago.
I mean, you know this place. Practically find anybody to do anything for you here if you pay the right price. I managed to scrape up what I could, but damn near cost me anything.
His eyebrows kind of shift. Well, once you're in Blackstone, you don't leave. So it's just.
Yeah, my luck that I came back, right?
Good luck.
And also, is there anybody else I should be worried about other than these guards? I don't want to get in any trouble. I'm more just to. I like to stay on the outside of things.
Just don't engage with any of the guards and some of their captains. You look at them wrong, and it's off to the castle for you. And you work there till you die.
Got it. No eye contact. Understood.
They've been coming in and out of here, giving me descriptions of people and saying something about a broken group of people. And I got to keep this place going, and getting people arrested or starting fights in here is just not good. It's already bad enough that Blackstone's the way it is. Just trying to give people a place of happiness.
You know what? Hell, it's my last one, but take this. And I'll slip him a gold piece and like I don't have much left, but you're trying to keep a business, so here you go.
Kind of looks down at it and then looks back at you, and he's kind of hesitant.
I promise I'm not asking anything in return. I feel like this place could use with some hospitality.
Kind of looks around. I really appreciate that, Ed. Haven't had somebody do that in a long time. Kind of takes it, kind of looks at it, probably checking to see if it's real. And he kind of takes it and puts it in a drawer.
If you need anything done job-wise or something, I'm gonna be here for a while, so let me know. And I just I'll take my drink, I'll knock it back, empty it out, slam it on the counter, and then I will go up to my room.
Okay. All right. You make your way up to hopefully get a long rest in. The rest of Bascorn Ran, are you all wanting to try and get a long rest in as you make your way to your room?
Definitely going to suggest keeping watches.
Our room, does it have a window?
Yes.
Where does that window open out into? Is it an alleyway? Is it the front street, back street?
There is an alleyway that's kind of behind the building.
Okay. How sturdy does the door look?
It's made out of wood. It's not anything special. It's not super structured. You feel like you could probably kick it in if you really had to yourself. But there's a lock on it, and it seems like it's functional, you know. Yeah. People won't be able to just walk in on you without making noise.
What kind of furniture is in the room?
See a simple bedside table. There is kind of a section of drawers that, and all of this stuff is not in the greatest shape. And then there is a double bed that has very simple sheets. And that's really it.
Barricade the door just in case.
Yeah.
Here, try to give me a hand, and we'll try to move the double bed to the door quietly. Like, try to get it up, and
yeah,
I don't want people hearing us like slamming or sliding furniture around.
All right, you're able to barricade your door effectively. It's going to take some work for somebody to get in.
Who wants first watch?
I'll take it.
Okay. I'll take last. Cool.
Okay. Leaf, you are down in what seems like the sewers, or at least a section of a sewer. Kind of just looking around that you're in somewhat of a large room, but you're down on the steps. And what would you like to do? Are you wanting to try to get a long rest here?
I mean, she's not sleeping tonight no matter what. I think she needs to take like a short rest and just kind of collect herself and get her action surge back. Um, and then she is going to go check out where the torches are.
Okay. All right, let's take a little 5-minute break, and then we'll hop back in and keep going.
Cool.
All right, so we'll start with our watches with Corin, Bass, and Rand. Corin says he's taking the first watch. What would you like to cast sending to? Who would you like to cast it to?
To Leaf.
Okay. What are you saying?
Are y'all okay? Where did you end up? We are at the Hags Inn, south of the city.
The Hagspurs.
Hags Purse. I still had extra. There's my last level 3.
Leaf Corin's voice reaches your mind.
Does she have to say it out loud?
I'll tell you in 2 seconds. You hear the message in your mind, recognize the sender throws at you, blah, 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 blah. Here. And you can answer in a like manner immediately. So, no, I don't think so.
Then she would send back. Oh gosh, this is gonna be hard. I'm not with Freddie. I get 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're at 4.
I'm in the sewers.
Okay.
Near the dock. Not sure where to go. They know we're here.
Okay. I can't cast it again because I don't have any. I don't have any left. Cool. All right, so Corin just keep that to himself as he tries to, obviously, already knowing that we're being chased. Just gonna try to stay vigilant.
Leaf, you gave me the sending paper, right?
Yes.
Forgot about that. I feel like as I get to my room, I think I'm gonna use those papers. I'm gonna write on one of them to.
I only gave you one.
You only give me one?
I only gave you one.
Shoot.
I wasn't gonna sit there and count them out.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'll write it. I'll write it over to Corin. He's messenger boy. And I'll write to him being hey, I'm not with Leaf. Hopefully she found you guys. I'm at what was it was Raven's
The Raven's
the
Den.
Raven's Den.
I'm
Room
at
9.
the Raven's Den inn. Where are you guys? I'll send
it. Gorna, not long after your sending spell, maybe 15 minutes or so, a letter kind of pops up in front of you. And it just kind of automatic, like by itself, kind of unfolds, and you just begin to read everything that Frederick wrote.
And these can send back, correct, or no? These are just one time?
These are one time.
Perfect. And I'll just pull out one of the ad papers, and we'll do non-ad paper. We'll say the ad papers, non-ad paper,
just in case.
Yeah, just in case we survive. Haven't met up with Leaf. She is still near the docks. We are at the Hag's Purse. Keep safe. We'll contact tomorrow.
I'll receive it and be like, oh, cool. I should Shit, I only had the one. And I think I would try and, I think I'd go over, I would pull, is there a window? Actually, am I on the second floor, actually?
Yes, you are. It does, the steps extend. You're probably, or maybe 10 feet up.
I'm gonna open the door about halfway. Not the door, the window about halfway, and I'm gonna put a chair propped like under the door handle.
Okay.
To the door. That way they can't get in. And then propping that window open, just that way, in any case, I can just push it the rest of the way and jump out if need be.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to bed because I got no one else to keep watch.
Okay. Leaf, as you kind of sit in the sewers, I want you to make a perception check. You kind of from your south, almost hear, you almost hear like some kind of unlocking mechanism, and it's so dark that you're not able to see, but you hear kind of like an unlocking mechanism, and you start to hear footsteps.
Is it in like the room that I'm in at the bottom of the stairs, or is it up above the stairs?
It's at the bottom of the stairs, kind of across from you. Trying to see, but it's just too dark. This sound is probably, doesn't sound like it's more than maybe 50 feet away from you, maybe.
She's going to like very quietly, slowly pull out one of her daggers and slide with her back up against the wall away from the stairs.
Okay. As you kind of get up, you hear just kind of a noise of
Is that a language?
You have no idea what that was.
Okay. Yeah. Just gonna keep on the wall, keep the dagger out, be ready.
Okay.
Try as much as she possibly can.
You continue to just wait and listen. And you're kind of hearing the footsteps as they walk, and you see these yellow eyes that seem to look in your direction. And it kind of tilts its head at you. Seems like it's looking right at you.
Immediately freeze. Not gonna say a word, but like dagger ready. If the eyes move anywhere in my direction, there's a dagger flying at its face.
Okay. It seems like it's looking at you, and you watch as like it almost looks like whatever it is, the head tilts because the eyes kind of tilt, and then you just kind of hear in kind of a whispering manner from across the way, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
See blinking almost of the eyes. Kind of continues to just look in your direction, almost like the eyes disappear for a moment and then look back. Come here.
Tell me who you are first.
I don't have a lot of time.
Neither do I.
You should come over here. It's not safe.
Insight check?
Try it.
Oh god. Where is it? Oh god, this is gonna be bad. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, you have no idea. You only see the eyes. The voice is kind of low, and you don't know what you're talking to, who you're talking to. You have a decision to make.
She's keeping the dagger out, but she's gonna go closer.
Start to walk closer. It's dead of night. And you kind of reach, as you're trying your best to follow the eyes, you get to a point where there is kind of like as you're stepping forward, you hear kind of the running water, and you kind of get to a part where it's like a canal, and there is some of the sewage is being flowed through this canal, and you see that there, as you get close enough, you can kind of feel that there's some type of wooden board that goes across this canal. Should you try to cross?
Yep.
Okay. It's rickety, but you do cross, and you watch as the individual starts to get closer to you.
She's gonna kind of like slow down, have her dagger in front of her. Who are you?
You just see the yellow eyes as he is just across. He's probably 15 feet away from you. And he kind of responds. Why are you down here?
My friend is an idiot. And now I need to hide.
You want safe?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Kind of looks at you quizzically. Safe. You want safe.
I need safety.
I can trust.
I won't hurt you if you don't hurt me.
Kind of sees, he begins to tries to turn around, and you just kind of hear him whisper, "Follow me."
Can't see you.
Follow my footsteps.
She'll do her best to follow.
Follow, and you get to a point where you hear more locking mechanisms again, very similar to what you heard the first time, and you think that he's opening a door of some kind, and he is taking you through. And as he does, there is light that kind of fills this room, as there's some torches. As you enter, you see other individuals. It's dimly lit, and this individual looks at you, and he's got some kind of like cloak and a hood on. But you look down, and you instinctively just kind of are examining kind of your surroundings and this person, and you find that this person is not quite normal. As you look at them, one of their feet seems very oddly shaped. In fact, it almost looks like the foot of a duck, and the other foot is a humanoid foot. And when you look close enough, you see that this person's face almost looks very hairy.
How did you end up down here?
Just kind of looks at you. Safety. Your name.
My name is Sarah.
Welcome. It's not safe in there. It's not safe up there. You have friends?
I do, but they're up there.
Kind of looks for a moment. Kind of looks back at some of the nearby people. You see that there's like a campfire that's lit a little bit more to your south, and there's three other individuals, and they're all looking at you, and all of them are varying heights and appearances. One individual just kind of looking is kind of looking with his head tilted, and this person looks like they have like long dog ears, and almost like a normal humanoid face, but the legs are very skinny, abnormally. Some of the others seem to have some sort of other deformations that it's hard to tell. And kind of look back at the individual who brought you in here. Are they good people?
They're the best.
Except
I
for
trust them with my life.
Except for your idiot.
He's a good person. He's just doesn't think.
They're strong.
Very.
We go find them. Bring them here.
I have ways to contact them. They're looking for us, and I need them to be safe.
Go find. And he, without whether you approve or deny, he starts to walk back through the gate that you just came through, and kind of looks back. You follow. We go find.
They're in an inn. I don't want to put you in any danger.
It's okay. I like danger. Kind of. Follow. And he takes off towards the ladder that you had originally came down. He moves fairly quickly for what he looks like, and he crosses the wooden kind of the somewhat bridge, you could say, but it's really just a long piece of wood. And he goes back to the ladder, and he just starts. He sees that if you're following him, or checking to see if you're still following him.
She's gonna follow him, and like when they're still in the room, she's gonna say, "They're at the Hag's Purse."
Yeah, he kind of nods his head, starts to climb up the ladder. Doesn't say anything.
She'll follow him.
Okay. You watch as he climbs up out of the grate, moves it over, and then extends a hand. And as he does, his hand that you can see is very deformed. It doesn't look like his two middle finger, like his ring finger and middle finger are almost like merged together. And he kind of hands out this aid to give you, and it's as he tries to help you up and out of the grate. You take his hand.
Yeah.
It's slimy and nasty. But then beyond his hand, what you notice is that his arms are very hairy, abnormally. And he helps you up and out, and he puts the grate over, and he says, "Come. Stay safe. Find friends. We come back. Hag's Purse. I know. And he just starts going. He starts traveling through alleyways, and he moves fairly quickly, maybe a bit quicker than what you would have expected. The middle of the night, as you make yourself, you find this inn that says the Hag's Purse. Corin, at this point, your watch is coming to an end. It would probably be Bass next, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, Bass is second watch. Yep.
Okay.
I'll wake him up and just let him know what Leaf and Frederick said.
Okay. So you begin to wait, and Leaf, you follow this individual who takes you into the Hag's Purse, and he just walks in. He makes sure to really put this hood on and really cover his face and his features, and he looks at you. We find friends here.
I think before he would like start to go in, she would like pull him into like an alley or something and be like, I don't know what room they're in. Let me contact him really quickly. And like pull out paper of sending and
hurry.
She'd probably send it to Corin because he was the one that was talking to her.
Okay.
I don't know if it will like still pop up when he's asleep or not.
It will, but he's asleep.
Hopefully Bass sees it.
You may notice it. You're all kind of in the same room together. There's just a slight poof noise before you notice there's this letter that is slowly floating down and then covers Corin's face.
Bass will just like really slowly like reach out and just. Is it sealed?
No, it unfolds kind of by itself.
Okay, since it's not sealed, he'll just take a quick glance just to see what what it says. Is there any moonlight? I have light cantrip. I can just use that if there's no moonlight.
Yeah, it's in a crescent moon right now.
Bass will go to the opposite corner of the room where everyone is and just kind of like just put a light on his finger and just like put it like right in front of the letter so I don't bother everyone.
All right. What's it say?
The letter just says, I have somewhere safe for us to go. I don't know where you are, but I am outside the inn.
This is the one-way letter, right?
Yep.
We have a window, right?
Sure do.
So what side is the window facing compared to like the entrance of the inn?
So it is the backside of the inn. So looking out, there is like an alley and a couple other buildings. So it's the direct opposite direction of the entrance.
Yeah, I guess this is probably a terrible idea, but I don't have another. I can't think of another way to do this. So, Bass will, for the second time this day, actually cast levitate on himself.
Okay.
And he'll move and basically float out of the window and drop down into the alley.
Okay.
And Bass probably thinking maybe she like just near the entrance or something. Bass will just float around. Well, I'll probably walk actually, so I don't look weird. But walk. I'll maintain concentration. Just kind of casually walk around back to the entrance and kind of look around to see if like Leaf's there.
Okay. You start to look around and you see that Leaf is standing next to another individual. You do see your friend, and he's standing next to a little bit of a taller individual. He's got a kind of a hunch in his back. He's got a cloak, so you don't know who it is. He's just kind of standing there. It looks like he's maybe engaging in some kind of conversation with Leaf.
Excuse me.
Bass. Oh my God, Bass. Oh, is everybody okay? Please tell me everybody's okay.
We are quite all right.
It's just friend.
This is my friend. He's
Final Master Jenksy the second at your service.
You take a look at this individual, Bass, and you do see this oddly different, almost want to say creature, as it looks at you. And as you introduce yourself to it, it just kind of looks at you. More friends? We're done.
More friends.
We find. Where?
So Bass will share the room that we're staying in, Corn and Ran, where they are, and mention to them that Fred is at the Raven's Den.
Watches the individual, kind of puts their hands like thinking, I know, Raven's Den. We go fine, but fast, hurry.
Yeah, Basil, go back around and just fly back up into the window. Since levitate's probably still active at this point for 10 minutes. I imagine it'll go away once we get our things together, but I go through the window and kind of wake up, shake Rand and Corin.
What's wrong?
I got good news. Leap is here with a friend.
Who? Where?
Entrance.
Why?
She got a safe house or something.
How?
I don't know.
When?
Shit.
All right, let's go.
When?
Are we going back down?
Just now. We can go out the window. I got some slow falling for us.
All right. Put the key on the move the furniture. No, we won't move the furniture. Just put the key on the counter. Leave.
Let it be a mystery. No, just put the key like in the middle of the floor.
5 candles around it.
Totally. Yes. Love it.
Okay.
And some half burned incense.
We don't have time for this. Let's go.
I will feather follow so we can just jump out the window.
All right. You all jump out the window, and Bass uses Featherfall to slow your fall, and you all land on solid ground. You come around the side of the building to see Leaf, another individual that you've not yet met.
Just since we're outside again, I'll use my last spell for disguise self again one more time.
Okay.
This time, a young redhead chap.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What?
A young redhead chap.
That's awesome.
Youthful, teenage, maybe.
With just a slightly bigger nose as well.
No, his nose is actually smaller than last time. Can't have a trademark.
I feel really awkward now. Anyways.
As you all approach, the individual speaks up first. More friends. These friends.
Ah!
Rand and Corin meet. I didn't catch your name earlier. I'm sorry.
We don't have time for names. We have to go get Freddy.
Don't be rude.
We have to go to the Raven's Den.
Yeah, no, don't save the DM for this.
We can talk later. We can talk later. We got to go to the Raven's Den.
Raven's Den now. And he
I don't want to be out here more than we have to.
watches this individual just takes off.
Like in the middle of the street, just goes.
Goes through more alleyways and back streets and things. He seems like he doesn't take towards maybe busy streets and such. He takes winding paths and.
All right.
He's like quickly moving.
We'll attempt to follow.
Yep.
Okay.
We know what we're doing.
About 10 minutes pass, and you find yourself at this small tavern that seems to have light and stuff coming through. There is a sign that says Raven's Den, and the individual stops, and he's kind of looking from kind of the one of the angles of an alleyway, and he just kind of points, and some of you will notice kind of his hand again, and he points, Raven's Den, friends.
Yeah, it's just one more friend. On the piece of paper, did Frederick put his room number or just Raven's Den?
I only put Raven's Den, and I don't. Did you tell me a room number?
Number 9.
Number 9. Yeah, I only put Raven's Den. You gotta find me.
Well, I'm out of spells, so.
Shit.
Bass will offer to go in.
I will say my window is halfway open too.
Wait, question: do tieflings count as fiends?
I mean, technically,
I think
they're
just
part
just
fiend.
humanoids. They're part fiend, right? But like they're technically humanoid. So
Yeah.
Like, I think they're just humanoids.
Yeah, I think they are too.
I think I think it'd be cool if it was like I had a hint of fiendish, a little scent.
Just a little bit of a little pheromone.
Mm-hmm. It's like, ooh, sulfur.
All right, Bass, you walk in, and it's not very exciting. There are people here. There's people drinking and whatnot.
Okay.
However, as you walk in, there are 2 Warforged guards sitting at a nearby table.
Excellent.
I think Bass will just just come in and just kind of casually walk straight to the stairs. I'll
Okay.
probably have my helmet won't be on, but I'll have the hood up.
Okay. You kind of bypass everyone and go straight to the stairs. Nobody questions you. Nobody tries to talk to you. You see that as you make your way, there's 10 rooms that kind of span down a long hallway.
Okay. Yeah, I guess what I'll do is Bass will just kind of start walking past the doors and just kind of just start like in like a low like voice just kind of saying Fred, 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 just at each door.
Ribbit.
I'm thinking of like
What?
the Sheldon just Freddy, Freddy, Freddy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Frederick, you probably you hear the first one of these at your next door neighbor.
I feel like I would purposely get up and like get ready until I hear him about to knock on the door, and then I'm gonna open it like, what?
Oh, hi, Fred.
Hi. Seems you guys found me. Wait, are you? Wait, where is everybody else?
Final best Jinxie the second. Everyone else is outside.
Cool. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go back, pull out a piece of paper, and I'm gonna write on it. Oops, just missed me. And I'm gonna draw a little penis on it, and I'm gonna lay it right on the bed. And then I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. All right. You follow Bass outside of the tavern, and as you're making your way kind of through the center portion of the tavern, the 2 Warforged guards, they kind of
I do
eye.
have my cloak up, by the way.
Okay. They kind of eye you as you walk by. They seem to have drinks, and they do. They eye you as you walk by. But you do make your way outside, and kind of go back to that little area of the alleyway where everybody is at.
One question: does it look like they might be moving at all when we go to the door?
No, but they seem to have been watching you closely.
They take note of us. Okay.
Yeah.
I would as soon as we get out and I see everybody else, I'm like, hey, there's 2 guys in there. We should just keep going. Like, go, 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 go.
Your friend.
He's friend.
This is Fred. He's a friend.
Okay.
What is that thing?
Let's go.
Shut up.
That
Okay,
is
sorry.
friend.
And you watch as the individual that none of you really know begin to take off towards the grate that Leaf originally came from. He goes down winding paths. Sometimes you find yourselves having to run. So at one point during the travel where he stops and you kind of hear him say, "Wait!" And he kind of looks down an alley, and you see that there are 4 guards carrying a lantern, kind of taking a patrol. It looks like, and he kind of looks back at all of you. Not friends.
Definitely not friends.
Careful. He kind of looks again, watches them for maybe a couple minutes, and then he takes off again, back to the grate. You find your way back, and you see, some of you will notice that there is like this chalk on the ground that kind of circles this grate, this manhole. And as he gets here, he kind of looks at some of you that he hasn't yet really talked to. Safety, he's down here. He starts to move the grate. He drags it up off, and he points to the ladder. Climb down, climb down.
I'll look at Leaf.
So if Leaf goes, we go.
Good.
Yeah, Leaf will in the hole.
Okay.
Bass will opt to be the last one to go in.
All right.
Next to last.
I'm going down.
All right. As you all are going down, you hear the individual, hurry, hurry. As you're trying to climb down, a couple of guards come around a corner with their torches. And you hear one of them kind of shout out, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Question: how wide is the alley?
So it is. Let's see. Just kind of where you're at.
Is that blood?
A little bit of blood.
It's just wine.
Those are the only two that we see.
Right now, yes. Leaf is already in the middle of climbing down.
I'll go after Leaf.
The other guy, the individual, seems to have climbed down.
All right, without hesitation, then Bass is going to kind of move his flail around a little bit. The ruby gem in it going off as he casts hypnotic pattern on those two.
An oldie but a goodie.
Okay.
Al didn't have this trick.
Both gonna take
I thought
wisdom.
he did.
Nope. He had slow.
Oof.
Okay. One of them fails.
So one is charmed. Their speed 0 and they're incapacitated for 1 minute.
Okay.
The other one is not affected by the twisting pattern of colors that weave in the air around them.
All right.
We killed that one.
He watches this one kind of just stumbles and then falls to the ground, incapacitated for a moment, as the other one immediately, hey, and he immediately arm blade. But as he's doing this,
shit.
you're casting banish.
Vanish.
Okay. All right. Banishment.
Charisma saving throw 17.
Charisma save. Here we go.
He saves.
Makes it. You try to banish him, but again he overcomes the spell. He kind of looks at all of you. His arm is now in an arm blade, and he begins to shout, "Here! I found him!"
Is that the entrance of the alleyway? Like, is that the main street right there?
Yeah, this alleyway kind of goes down for just a little bit longer before it opens up into another open street.
I cast silence.
Okay.
I swear.
So this is going to be a 20 foot radius. I'm going to put it behind him,
Okay.
so that the very edge of whatever it will be here at the front of him. So if he tries to run away, he has to move through the full as much of the 20 foot radius as possible, and I'm just going to charge him.
Okay.
Wait.
You watch as he's trying to yell, but no sound is coming through.
I want to say, as soon as he does that, I want to move in, and I'm gonna attack him and see if I can incapacitate him.
Okay. Ran, you're
Right,
also
yeah.
charging him.
Yes, as close as I can get.
Okay.
I'm also looking to deal with him,
All right.
incapacitate whatever's necessary.
Okay. Both of you can attack if you'd like to, as he's trying to shout out, call for help. He kind of looks back towards you both to see you're charging him.
I will do something that I haven't done before. I'm gonna do a stunning strike on him as well.
Okay.
That's my first one.
That is a natural one.
Is the one I'm guessing that Rand's attacking? If he's attacking the incapacitated one, is that one at advantage?
I'm not attacking the incapacitated one. I'm attacking the one that's not being incapacitated.
A 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, that's 10 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And I did do a stunning strike, so he needs to do a Constitution saving throw.
$18.
I think that passes.
This guy is beefy.
As a reaction, let me actually use this time before I forget my own spell. I believe I can use this for saving throws. Let me see here. When they succeed on an attack, excuse me. Saving throws. So as my reaction, I'll cast Silvery Barbs. Basically, just makes them re-roll.
Okay. So redo the roll. 13.
Yes.
And I will give Rand advantage on his next roll. For an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within 1 minute.
So I think he is
stunned.
Yes, he is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And then I'm also I'm also gonna do another key point and do flurry of blows and do 2 more hits on him.
Okay. That hits.
That hits. Is that it?
That one misses.
Okay. Well, hey, I at least get 1 more hit on him.
Yeah, you get another solid punch in, cracking some of the components that he's made out of. You hear the shredding of armor and things like that.
Well, I don't hear it because technically.
That's actually true. You don't hear it, but you see
it's
it.
It's just a silent film.
You see it as your punch goes through. It's a silent punch.
I also realized I could have used Stunning Strike on the first interaction with these guards, and we might not be in this situation if I would have done that.
I mean, it only lasts for 1 turn.
Right, but it would have kept him from doing anything.
All right. Leaf is making her way down. Who's behind her?
Seriously?
I'm going, but I'm trying to
Going?
watch to see if I'm
What are the odds of that? Oh my god. Okay, well, I apparently don't hit this guy.
Yeah, you do miss.
Ow.
Corn, did you say you're following behind Leaf?
Yeah, but before I go down, I'll cast on using my Necromancer's Ring. I'll cast Cause Fear on the one that's not incapacitated.
Okay.
Give me a second to look that up so I can share with you, because it's in the ring, not I don't have that as a thing.
Okay.
Cause Fear. I'm
Could
thinking
be
the
wisdom
DC
saving throw.
I think the DC should still be 17, since that's what my other DC was. Yeah, must succeed in wisdom saving throw.
11. I think that's
Okay.
a fail.
So the target is frightened until the spell ends, and the spell lasts another minute. The frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn, and if effecting success, the target must succeed. Oh, sorry, it's frightened, so I think it can't get moved closer. I think it has to move away, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
It can move, but it can't move towards you.
Toward
it can
us,
move
yeah.
like side to side or away. Yeah. And any attack rolls against you have disadvantage. One that's looking at you. You can see you.
Yeah, I'm trying to read what it's saying. It's not saying.
All right. And then you're going to start climbing down, or are you going to stay up?
I'm going to stay up and tell them, like, come on, come on.
Okay. He is stunned because of stunning strike. And the other one is incapacitated. So the rest of you get to go again. So Bass, Frederick, Rand.
I'm doing another 2 attacks on him.
Okay. Go for it.
Since is he stunned until your turn?
And end of his turn.
End of my turn, yeah.
All your attacks are at advantage.
Oh.
That is true.
Well, do both of those hit?
Yes.
I'll just keep them then.
Also, you might
Hey,
as well for
you have
20.
a chance of rolling a 20.
I don't want to waste the 20 on this guy. If I get it, I don't want to waste it on this guy. Is he still alive after that?
You land 2 punches and you watch as he falls and collapses to the floor.
Okay, because either I'll give him 2 more if I need to. Cool. I immediately look at Rand, and you just see my mouth move and nothing come out, and I look around and realize, and I step out of the zone, and then I'm like, we should probably get down in there quick.
All right.
Yep, we're going.
Okay.
Yoink.
You'll start to quickly climb down into the sewers of this complex. You hear as it echoes below the individual who you're following. Hurry, hurry, fast, fast.
Yep, I follow.
And you all make it down into. You all first of all you all hear the or not hear but the smell immediately hits you as you're making your way down. It's awful. It's a sewage smell, and you all kind of lands. The floor is moist. It's just kind of it's just kind of gross, and you do see the flickering light of a torch, 2 torches that are lit as you find your way into the sewers here. You hear the individual.
The individual
here.
That. Okay.
Individual kind of looks at all of you. Safe, but not safe enough. Follow. And he kind of goes off into the darkness. You would actually be able to see a little bit more of these steps as he takes off into the darkness.
Are we
Falling leaf?
Are these actual lit torches, or is it just part of the map?
They are lit torches.
Is it oh god, I can't think of the word. Not scone, sconce.
Oh.
Is it something that is attached to the wall, or is it something that's detachable?
It seems like it has been constructed to be attached to the wall.
As we're going, yeah, all right, never mind. I will pull a torch out and light a torch for us.
Okay.
Bass would cast light on his shield.
Okay.
There we go.
You all start to cast.
Yes, we'll start to follow.
It's gonna help me kind of know your lighting for both of you. Okay. You start to follow.
20 feet for the bright light on me.
20 feet.
I also feel like
I think a torch does
Leaf would like throw something over Bass's shield so it's not bright light.
You could remove the dim light on it. It does bright light for 20 feet and dim light for 40 Or sorry, 20 after the bright light.
Okay. I'm using like the radius. Let me look at dynamic lighting. What is it? 40.
Yeah, it's like 40 feet for the dim and 20 for bright.
Let's see if that did anything. Might be because you're in the hallway right now. Not entirely certain. Maybe not. Well,
Dynamic lighting can be very funky.
Oh yeah, I'll just reveal as we go. You start to follow, and your light kind of helps shine kind of through, and as it does, you kind of hear the individual as you start to traverse into the sewers. As you do, you hear something kind of moving in the water as you approach. There appears to be a large snake that is in the water. Just kind of eyeing you. It's not making any quick movements, but it's sitting in kind of the sewer canal. And it's very large. You watch as this individual crosses the bridge, this little wooden structure here, and continues to move south.
Well, just keep following.
Yep, just gonna keep trying to follow.
You continue to follow. You cross over this sewage-looking area, and you follow him into this area. He kind of looks back behind you. Quickly, hurry. Not safe.
Where are we going?
Here. And he...
This looks like a dead end.
Not
as I kind of step in, I can only see what I see in front of me.
Yeah. You do see what looks like a doorway of sorts.
Okay.
And he knocks a very specific pattern. And you start to hear basically a series of unlocking mechanisms and things like that before the door opens, and you see that there is light already kind of in this room from a torch.
Leaf is gonna like stand off to the side and make sure everybody gets in before her.
Leaf, I think you need to go in. You're the one who knows this person.
Rand would probably be last, letting Bass go with the light on.
I think you're the leader on this one.
I just need to know that you're all in there and safe.
We're here. Come on.
As you are all of you walking in?
Yeah. Rand is pushing people at this point.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Hello?
You watch
Why
his...
is there screaming?
Wait. I wasn't just imagining that, right? Everybody else heard that?
Someone just died.
You hear as the individual unlocks the doors. Hurry, quickly. Not safe.
Was that the scream coming from in the door? Or was that behind us?
Where did that scream
emanate
from?
It seems like it kind of echoed out from behind you all.
Okay.
Yeah, go in. I don't want any, like, some ghost coming at us.
I extinguish my torch and start to push who's still out into the door.
All right. You make your way in to see a little more of the complex and kind of what's inside. You see the individual kind of led you here. There's another individual here whose face almost looks very similar to a frog and how it's kind of scrunched up. Its eyes are large, and he just kind of looks at you. Doesn't say anything to you, but it has humanoid hands. Clearly doesn't look normal. There's like a sigh of relief from the individual you followed as he says, finally safe. You are continuing to look around, that there are torches lit kind of everywhere that kind of light up this entire area for the most part. It is dim. But you do see kind of a lot of this complex.
The doorway that we just came through, were we able to, like, was it very plain? Was this a hidden door, or is this like straight up, this is just a door? And you see that there's a door there and there's light emitting from underneath it, or is this more of a secret passage type deal?
It's definitely like it doesn't look like it was supposed to be here. It looks like it's been constructed or made to be here. It is wooden, but it's got these types of locking mechanisms that has been added to the door to lock it. So it's not hidden. It's actually pretty easily visible.
Like from the outside, like if you're standing right here.
Yeah, if you could see, which there's no light there until you had light going, but you would be able to see that there was a door there.
Ran immediately. I'm sorry, but this is not safe. We must go. There will be guards after us, and they will find this place.
Oh, this is safe. They won't come down.
Are you willing to bet your life and the lives of the others here on that?
I've lived here a long time. They're too scared of this place.
Well, thank you for coming for us.
You live here.
Who are you? What is this place?
My name, Elzadar.
Can you spell that for me?
He just kind of looks at you. Elzadar. E-L-Z-E-D.
E-L. Zadar.
A-R. Elzadar.
I was asking that out of character to you, Mr. DM, but that works too.
I'll talk to you.
I feel like it's been so long since I've...
Okay, what the fuck happened?
So while Ran is like talking to Elzadar,
Yeah.
Leaf is going to go up to Freddy and start pushing him towards a wall, and like all of the fury and the like pent up aggression that she's had from not being able to like do anything is going to be taken out on Freddy right now.
Whoa, hey. You're
You
acting
put
very aggressive
every
right now.
single one of us in danger. You do not get to say anything right now. If you ever do anything like that again, I will kill you.
I was trying to do
You
something
put
to give us insurance.
danger.
What did you do?
What happened?
Okay, hold on. Before everybody starts screaming and yelling at me and blaming me for stuff, let me explain.
Are you really a spy?
I said let me explain.
You tell me right now if you're a spy.
She keeps talking, yet I said
If
let me
you-
explain.
At the mention of spy, Rand has pulled out his mace and begins to turn toward...
It's a lie.
What did you do?
I passed one of the guards a paper saying I am a spy here with information. I was only doing that to possibly be like, hey, I have valuable information just in case if they end up stopping us, I have something to leverage. Obviously, they had some stupid code word that I didn't think anybody would use code words, which, by the way, maybe we should get a code word. Anyways, who uses code words anymore? I don't know. So they caught me. I was trying to have some sort of alibi, some sort of insurance on us, just in case if we got in trouble. Obviously, it didn't work. I was trying to do something good. All right? Things don't work out all the time.
So what was your plan if they believed you?
If they would believe me, then great. That means we may have a lead to get straight into the castle without anybody stopping us. That, or I say, hey, I gotta lay low for a bit.
Do you know there's water posters of us out there?
What? Wait. They have
they are forewarned.
Like of you guys?
Some of us. Of us, yes.
All of us.
Not all of us.
Wait, how did they get a picture of me so
Freddie
fast?
was on. All of us were on the wanted poster.
Bass
right?
isn't.
But I was like, Bass wasn't on, I thought.
Yeah, Bass wasn't on it. Well, okay, then anyways, we would have gotten caught anyways. So no matter what I would have done, this would have happened.
But we were tired. We didn't. I mean, do you think making sure we didn't fall from our deaths from how high up because we wanted to jump?
I didn't expect Leaf to come following me. Okay, I went by myself. That's why I didn't keep you guys in the loop, because then
and what if you got captured and then we didn't know what happened to you?
I would have been fine. I would have been great, because then you have a man on the inside. Everything's fine after that. I had it figured out, but then they started just attacking me. They didn't even give me a chance to be like, oh, I surrendered. Listen, I had this planned.
Some of the community that seems to be living here is, you see several of them are watching you all have this argument.
Do all the all of the persons that we see, are they, from our eyes, afflicted in some manner?
Yes, whether it's hands or legs or feet or face, everybody has some sort of affliction.
Elzadar, we appreciate you. Thank you. We owe you a great debt, but I fear that we bring more trouble to your door than we are worth.
Why are y'all down
here? We
here?
are known above, and they will come for us, regardless of how scared they are. Their masters will push them down here. You and I'll throw my arm out, sweeping. You and your friends here are not safe. I promise you that. Please, whatever you have, you must gather your things and relocate. The guards will come, and they will come in force.
Much as you say this to him, he just kind of laughs. No, they don't come down.
Why don't they come down? What are they scared of?
It's dangerous. Not safe. You are good people. You live here.
Is there something down here that's not safe?
Rand will turn and yell, "You do not know that. You know nothing of us, and you have no idea what they want from us. Do not presume to cast judgment on us."
Sees he just kind of looks at you and then kind of looks back to Frederick. It's not safe down here. But you are strong. You have weapon. Help us. Help you.
What are y'all doing down here?
Safer than the surface. They kill and they slaves. For no reason. This is safer.
Are y'all escaped slaves from the castle?
No. Just people.
I say this is probably a better place than anything. I get it, we all found inns, but like, I feel like they would have turned us in on a dime or on a copper piece.
No, they would have been worth 100 gold. That's how much we're worth each.
Really? I thought it would have been more. Anyways, I feel like this is a better place than anything. Apparently, there's something that the guards or whatever are scared of down here. So, he says we're in a safe spot here.
If we stay here, I say we only stay here. We only stay for a night.
We at least need to sleep.
We need to go.
And then we move tomorrow.
Now. We're too close to the surface where we came in. Once the guards,
Where else are we gonna go? What, are we gonna go walk back into the Raven's Den? I mean, I'm wrong. It was kind of a soft bed, but why would we? For all I know, the barkeep could just be like, "Oh yeah, he's upstairs," and then get arrested and turned into a slave. Yeah, we'd be right inside the keep, the Blackstone Keep, but with nothing.
That was your goal.
No, my goal was to get in there. We
would have done that either way, but no. And Corn's just gonna grab his face again. We need to rest here for a night, and then we leave in the morning. I'm out. I'm tapped. I have no spells. I have nothing. My energy's gone, depleted. I'm useless right now.
Elzadar kind of steps in. You stay here. We have bed for you. You hear screaming woman. Yes? You hear screaming woman?
Yes, what was that?
Scary woman. Unsafe.
Is she the one that protects you?
She's not safe. She moves about in the sewers.
Is that what they're afraid of?
Yes. They kill.
I was right.
They abduct. But it's safe here. Out there, not safe. Up on surface, not safe. And then, big monster. In the pool.
Snake?
No, bigger.
Bigger.
You take care, woman. We help you escape New Way.
So you want us to take down the scary woman?
Yes. You're strong.
What can she do? Have you seen her attack before?
She tries to call out to us. Takes kids.
Like to charm you? Like persuade you?
I think.
Like to lure? Like in like a kind voice and then...
Yes.
Okay. Does she frequent a spot? It's just random where she is, or is she usually in one part of the sewers more than the other?
Everywhere.
So there's a chance we'd
always hear but never see.
So we can't see her, but she can attack us or lure us?
Yes.
Perfect. You don't have one of those pings left, do you, Bass?
Pings?
That was out of character, sorry.
Oh. Also pings?
The celestial thing that detect and whatever. Fiends,
oh, the divine
celestial.
sense. Oh yeah, I can do that
sorry,
again.
I can't remember what it's called.
So it's only up to 60
in my
feet.
in my head, that's how it works. I feel like it's like a sonar type thing that goes out.
Yeah, it's. I mean, as long as they're not behind total cover. So, like, if she was behind the wall, I wouldn't be able to sense her because the wall's giving her cover. So most likely, with it being sewers like this, I'd probably have to basically go out in the open to even sense her. But I do have 3 of those left.
And you watch as one individual kind of walks up to you, and it looks like he's got like a beak on his face, and he just kind of looks at you. He gets like very close to you.
Hello.
Ran. Yeah.
Doesn't say anything. Just like gets very close to your face. Just kind of looking at you.
And can you describe him again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he's got like a frailish body, but his face has like a bird's beak just in the middle of his face. And one of his hands appears to be almost like there's no fingers. It's just kind of a log for an arm. His other arm looks fine. And
say
then
a log?
Like it's just like a stump. Maybe it's been cut off or something has happened.
I'm Ram will take a deep breath. I am sorry. Each of you, was something done to you? Or were you born in this manner? I mean no offense. I just have never come across a collection of individuals of such varying degrees of abnormalities.
Elzadar speaks up again for kind of the group. Disease. Something in sewers. Long affection.
At the mention of disease,
yeah.
If allowed to, Bass would like to approach the one with the beak and the stump arm.
Okay.
If he's still right in front of me. Is he still right in front of me?
Kind of walked away from you and kind of walked over here.
Okay.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, I could just poke your shoulder.
It just kind of looks at you. It doesn't seem like it speaks. But it just kind of looks at you and then almost voluntarily like leans in.
Bass's hand will glow like a soft gold, and he'll just gently touch him, and I'm going to expend 5 of my 10 remaining lay on hands healing points to try and cure a disease if possible.
Okay.
Assuming it works.
You attempt to use lay on hands to cure them, and you're looking for any physical change, but nothing seems to change physically on this person. Just kind of looks at you, and it kind of just nods. Elzadar speaks. No cure.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Why no cure? How do you know?
There's just no cure.
How long were you guys down here before it started affecting you?
Some years.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought he was going to say something else.
Yeah, no, he just kind of looks at you.
Yeah. Just drills off. Okay. Oh, okay. Just curious. Regardless, no matter
Man
what.
Reaches out and just, may I, for my own edification. And Ram will reach out and he's looking for permission to touch
Yeah.
Where am I at right now? Is this the big person here?
Yep.
And I'll ask. I'm asking for consent.
Yeah, it just kind of leans forward, doesn't say anything.
Will rest my hand on their shoulder. I will cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. Again, there's no physical change. It seems like whatever this is maybe not magical, and as you continue to attempt to fix it, it seems like it could potentially be just living down here.
Yeah.
For extended period of times has caused bodies, their faces, and it's caused them to abnormally change. And you're not sure how living down here does that, but
yeah,
it has.
Well,
A couple of the others kind of go back to whatever it is that they were doing after looking at you and kind of.
I'm sorry.
Just nods its head.
Elzadar, where is this other entrance? Obviously, I know you're not going to show us. What part of the city does it lead to?
Other alley. Safer.
Like deep into the city, or
deeper. Not guarded. We'll be safe.
And you just want the woman gone?
Yes. You sleep. Tomorrow.
We have 2 weeks, so why not?
We need sleep.
We need sleep. We need a rest.
He, without saying anything, just kind of starts to take you up to, there's a short little area that seems like a bedded area, and there's a couple individuals that appear to be sleeping already. As you all follow?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll follow.
He takes you into this area here, where there are several beds already laid out and other bedrolls that are rolled up. You sleep here. Pick one.
Thank you.
Kind of nods, and then you watch as he walks off.
Well, I'll take first watch.
Corin, you already took first watch.
You sleep.
I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to get any time. Don't think I'm going to be able to sleep anytime soon. I'm just sit there, cross my knees, and just write in my journal, working out formulas.
Where are you sitting at?
I'm just right here, right where he is. That way, I keep kind of an eye door near the door.
Rand will sit down next with you. I'm gonna take first watch with him.
Okay.
Go, get sleep, please. We need to rest.
Sounds like we're fighting a scary lady in the morning.
We all need our strength.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about taking watch, Corin. I've fought many scary ladies in my life. I've won at least once.
Just gonna shake his head.
Rand just kind of gives him a quizzical look, like, huh? All right.
Leaf will grab one of the bed rolls, like one of the rolled up ones, and she's gonna like lay it out right next to Rand and Corin, and that's where she's gonna sleep.
Okay.
Like dagger in hand. If anything happens, she's the first one that's gonna be woken up.
Okay.
I feel like Frederick knows his place right now, and he's gonna grab a bedroll and he's gonna be off over on the opposite side of the room.
At least I don't have a doghouse here.
You all know where
the doghouse is with the scary lady.
Oh no.
All right. So are you guys taking watches?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rand and Corn are taking the first one.
I want second
Yes.
Leaf's taking second.
watch.
And then,
Bass will go next.
Okay.
all right. You all begin to sleep in these disgusting bedrolls. There's nothing clean about them. Everything smells bad. The people, the rooms, the floor, everything. This is not a comfortable environment. None of you have ever been in a sewer and slept in one, for that matter. Rand and Corin, you spin your watch together. The two individuals that are in the room with you seem to sleep through your watch. It's fairly quiet. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of noise or community. The community doesn't seem like they talk very much. So nothing happens during your watch. As you go to wake up Leaf, Leaf spend your time keeping your eyes out, watching. One of the individuals wakes up, kind of analyzes you and kind of everybody else who's sleeping, and then just kind of walks out. That individual also had some just looks like a human, but looked like another one had the foot of a duck as well. As he walks out. However, nothing happens. Nobody comes and bothers you until it is Bass's watch, where the other individual also wakes up, walks past you. You see that one arm is like super feathered, like a bird, and the other is humanoid-like, and he just kind of walks by. Doesn't say a word. And your watch ends. You all got a long rest from sleeping down here.
God.
You, however, are not able to discern the time of day outside, but you all slept for roughly 8-9 hours.
Well, I know it's not dusk yet.
Also, a reminder: everyone gets that back. You get back half of your hit dice from long rest.
That's true.
Half of the total, or half that was used?
Half of total hit dice.
Rounding up or rounding down? Because I have an odd number.
Same.
Good question.
I have nine hit die.
Yeah, we should all have 9.
Teen.
What?
Oh, shit.
Let's see here.
I'm just gonna call it 4. At the end of the day, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned.
I'm just curious now.
In 2 years, I've used them twice. Now I'll have to use them even more, I'm sure.
Yeah. Now that you said that.
Oh, is there anything I want to start my day off with doing?
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at.
Yeah, all of you kind of naturally just find yourself waking up. Nobody comes and wakes you. Some of the torches are being relit. It seems like this is kind of a general time for everybody to wake up. Torches are being relit.
I will look out the room.
Okay.
Do I see people? Are there still people here?
Yeah, so you see people are kind of scattered about. You see people kind of doing their own thing. Across the way, you do see some people gathered at some tables. Let's see, let me just kind of... People are up and about.
As Corn wakes up, once we all start reconvening. All right, hold on. Before we go out there, first things first, before we decide to fight this thing, I guess. Frederick.
Yep. What's up?
Come on. Come on.
Walk over.
It is what it is. We're here. Do we want to fully invest everything we have on this right now, or should I send a message to our friends back home?
I sent a letter to Cal.
Have you received a response?
I have not.
Oh wait, we gave Cal papers, didn't we?
I think you gave him some.
Yeah,
I know he had I know he got the ring that has sent like some sendings on it, but it's very limited. He only gets to do it one time with the ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. He does have actually sending paper. That's my bad. I thought he didn't have any sending paper. I guess he would have written a response for you guys for the morning.
Did he get the message? Is the question.
It's a good question. Would he have gotten the letter, DM?
He would have.
As Corn asked that, poof. As if somebody was holding the strings in this other world.
Ooh.
A brief reminder, Leaf, you wrote down saying to him basically that things went south. They know you're there. Okay.
They know we're here.
As he physically writes out a response.
What are the rest of you doing in the meantime?
If we decide to try to do a trick like this again, to try to get into the castle, I have an ability. If somebody wants to try to sneak in, but I don't know how well it would work. Like, let's say Frederick, or since Bass, or whoever, maybe, well, Bass will probably not be on the wanted posters. Let's say one of us takes one of us, whatever, we're just guys, whatever like that. And we take one of the bodies of the other person, we can leave them in there, have an ability to make somebody look like they're dead. And basically say that we found the body, and we're here to get our reward. That brings two people into maybe the castle. Or I think I may be able to do it on all of you, but I think that might be a little bit far-fetched. We do have these 2 weeks. We do need to figure out how we're going to get in. Leaf, we got to figure out what we're going to do with Leaf's family. We got to find, those other two. There's a lot
like she was ready
writing.
To say something and then stopped.
I'm copying pasting because
I'll just paste it if you want to share it with everybody. I've
already got it typed in. So
okay.
She'll like read it to everybody. I don't get the hallowed be his name. But
just a reminder, the last time you guys were at the king's presence, Cal was very much did not like the king.
Yeah. And you're an advisor for us. You're the king.
Yep.
You're a liaison.
He's got to play nice.
Well, I'm glad he's alive. I'm glad. So I guess that's another thing. Let's add it to the list. We got to figure out my plan for at least these 2 weeks. At some point, I wanted to try to see where the sending or the message spells get cut off. Does that make sense? Like, I want to see what we're working with. How far can we get in before we all of a sudden we can't communicate?
Wouldn't you think they'd ward off the castle?
Yes, but I don't know if it's a surrounding area too. It could be so many feet from the castle. It could be just the castle.
That's a good point.
Does it go underground? Like, I don't know. Where do these sewers go to? Does the sewer go all the way to the castle?
Roll an insight.
Those are good questions.
I'm sorry?
You could roll an insight.
On what?
To determine if the sewers may or may not run to the castle.
I'm always down to roll dice.
You don't think so. You remember the castle is actually separated from the Ran anyway. You know that the castle itself is actually separated from the city a little bit. It's kind of up on a hill, and
okay.
so the likeliness that these sewers would reach that castle is
Rain will put his hand on Ancorn's. No, buddy, it doesn't work like that here.
Roll my eyes. All right. Well, that's one thing down then.
You're right. Is one thing down.
In regard to my brother, we don't even know that he's alive. So, as much as it hurts to say this, he doesn't need to be our top priority right now.
So what are our top priorities? We have 2 weeks before the next ship comes here. Are we just trying to get information?
Not even 2 weeks till the ship comes here. Remember that.
It was 2 weeks until they left.
2 weeks till they landed at a town in an area far from here. We're on our own. I'll look at everybody. I think we help these people because we can. And they look like they could use it.
I agree.
And we figure it out from there. I don't think we can do much else. And hopefully in that time and in that space, something will happen that will help us.
Well, a spooky lady in the sewers is a pretty good warm-up, I'd say, for some weapon swinging.
It's true. All right. And does anybody else have anything to add? I'll look at everybody in turn to make sure we're all kind of on the same page. Perfect. Okay, go team. All right, let's head out.
Go try to find Alzadar.
Okay.
And then on the way out, I'm gonna clap Frederick on the shoulder. I know you meant well. Your heart's always in the right place. We just have to be careful.
No, I understand.
I didn't want to. I don't like having. I know. I have these abilities to raise the dead. I don't like to murder, and we've already killed far more than I expected to have to kill right away. I know death is inevitable with this expedition, but I would still like to avoid it if possible. Life is a life. Some of these people are just normal people working. They don't know. Some of these people are bad people. I get it. Fuck those people. I'll kill them without a second thought. But some of these people are probably just workers, or somebody got conscripted into the army and just trying to feed for their families. At the end of the day, we're going to protect our own, but these are the thoughts that go through my head. But I know you meant well. No one's angry at you. We just don't want us all. It was a scary day yesterday.
Well, guess let's just put it behind us and let's go kill a scary lady. I guess.
Yeah, clap on the shoulder again. I agree.
Okay. You all go out to look for Elzadar. And you find him. He is over here. He seems to be kind of just looking into the sewer. Kind of in this little area here. And he sees your approach, and as he does, you can see he kind of smiles. Hello.
Also, randomly, sorry. After his description, and since I do have the necromantic, research and upbringing through the years, his description of like a scary lady that's like invisible that can like lure people, like, does that anything like? Does that make me think of like a wraith or like a white type like thing? Is there anything? Can I roll maybe something for that, or like there's like that's out of my clear purview? Do you think of anything for like necromantic.
Yeah, it's hard to know for sure. And his common isn't very, it's very broken up, so it's
Right.
really hard to know exactly what he's describing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, your best guess is whatever you think it might be.
Okay.
He sees you all as you approach. Hello, you sleep good.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your protection again.
Yes, you fine lady.
Do you know where she was spotted last?
No. Moves frequently.
Do you know what attracts her?
No.
You say she lures children, correct?
Yes. He kind of looks back to leave. He just kind of eyes you up and down.
I wasn't gonna say it, but do we have to be worried about the other two? The snake that's out there and the other bigger monster. Do we have to worry about those two? Or do they just stay on their own, don't usually bother people?
They don't bother. Normally.
So don't antagonize them. They won't antagonize us, hopefully.
Right.
Okay. Any other advice? Any other things you might be able to say? Have you been able to scare it away? Have you run somewhere where it doesn't follow?
No. It does its own.
Okay.
Where would we start?
Listening.
I think we need to start. I'll point back the doorway we came out of yesterday. That's where the screams were coming from. So I guess let's walk around. We don't split up.
I think we split up.
Maybe no. I think we need to stay far enough apart where if anything attacks us, if we all don't get caught in. But we can stop right here. That's fine if we need to.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
worries.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, this is a good stopping point. I honestly thought this is where we were stopping when we first got in here.
Yeah.
No, now I feel bad.
Oh,
No, don't feel bad. No. I just
Why?
assumed this. I was like, this is a good stopping
We
point.
hit the 4-hour mark.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
great.
I
This is more
feel
than we're
bad
usually
because I
getting.
was like, everybody was ready to like, do a long one, and I'm like, I just had
Well, if you have work,
a really long
have work in the
day
morning.
yesterday, so
dude, no, don't
Yeah,
worry
no,
about it.
no, you're
Absolutely.
good. No, we all get that. Yeah, no, trust me.
We have made good progress today.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very happy. This is a
I
good
was
session.
like, as soon as Cord came up and started talking to Frederick, I was like, oh,
Sorry.
energy, let's go.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're all good.
The intrepid heroes look to start off their sewer journey to
True.
next time.
And
Go find
in
a
the
scary
distance, they
lady.
hear a scream.
Yeah.
That was awesome, by the way. Did you? Was that just like a thing you can do automatically whenever you want, or like was that part of the music, or
I manually added a sound in, and
that was not that was. I know it sounds dumb. That was probably my favorite part because I was not expecting anything like that. When we're all like trying to go in, and all of a sudden that scream happened, I was like, "Was that my TV? Did I accidentally hit unmute?" Because I'm watching Forensic Files, like so that wouldn't have been surprised to hear it from there.
I didn't hear the scream.
Let's say because he
Oh, you
did
didn't?
it for the
No,
dragon
I didn't
too.
hear it. The dragon one I heard. I heard the dragon one. I didn't hear the scream though. Like everyone
no,
else
it was
like
like- it was like
scream,
a-
and I'm like,
It was like a shrill, yeah. It was like
I did not
something
hear
got
it.
murdered.
I'd
My
probably
passive
check, like,
perception
your
must be really
volume
bad.
on Roll20 or something.
I have it on max.
Yeah.
Because the
Okay,
music
fair
was
enough.
so low. So I should have heard it.
Huh.
No.
No, but that was a crazy session.
Sweet. Yeah, it's
Got through.
guys are like underneath Blackstone now. It's crazy.
We're in.
Under
We're in.
their noses, but not really because they know we're here.
Yeah. City's on high alert. Whew.
Yep, that was a good one from Glitchy.
Yeah, that was great. Oh man,
Nothing like a curveball to keep you on your toes.
I felt so bad killing that guard and with that blight right then, going, "Oh, wanted poster, dead." Like I felt so bad. I was like,
clarification,
we gotta go.
real quick on these guards. Are these guards all
I thought they're
constructs?
automatons, aren't they?
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Or are
A lot of them were.
these?
Okay.
Not all of them were.
You did see some that were humanoids, or human, I should say.
Have we killed any humans
you,
except for me throwing an old man to the ground and busting his head
Oh my
open
God.
because
I
when
was
you-
waiting for.
I did.
When you rolled high, and then you rolled that, I was like, "Oh, he's dead." Yeah,
I was waiting
died.
for Rand to like blame Frederick, be like, I had to kill a
you're-
man to do
you're-
something. Like,
it's coming. It's coming.
no, because I'm like, I'm waiting for
Rand did not
be
have a
like
chance
you,
to-
like I had to kill a man to do something, and I feel like Frederick's like, I at no point needed you to kill somebody. Why would you kill some random dude?
Rand was just in the heat of the moment,
Yeah,
using more
that was
force than he
crazy.
thought.
Rand is. You guys forget Rand has a point of exhaustion, so Rand is
Yeah.
exhausted.
Well, it doesn't go.
Almost
That didn't go
completely.
away.
We
From
have not
tonight?
had. I
We
have
haven't
not
had
had
to
a
rest
long
yet.
rest.
When you get the
saying,
long
was it
rest,
gone
it
now?
goes away.
Is it gone
Yeah.
now?
That is, I understand it. DM point of exhaustion goes away. The initial point of exhaustion goes away after a long rest.
Yeah, okay.
1 point will go away, which you only had
Right.
a level 1, so you should be fine.
Yeah, we were running ragged. I had used a lot of spells just for those feather falls. I had forgotten, and I looked at my spells. I was like, "Oh, I have a couple left."
See, I was hoping worst case they'll put me in cuffs and take me in. I was not expecting them to start attacking me. So like it
Oh yeah, you
it
fucked up
went
with that.
off
Who
the
used
rails after that point.
Everybody uses code words. Spy networks use code words all the time.
Honestly, I should have thought of that, but like it went right over my head. As soon as he said that, I was like, of course they have a stupid code word.
That was fucking Steven's fucking code. Something like he passed down a copper piece or whatever. Like
Mhm. Yeah, after when we were on our break, I started thinking like okay, what would be the saying to say back to that? And I'm like, I can't think of anything.
well, that's another thing we could try to find out during these 2 weeks. Maybe we can find some information in about about that.
That's why I wanted to try and loot them and be like, oh, maybe they have like a piece of paper to remind them what the code is.
No,
or something.
I don't think that. No, I think they could.
I don't know. You never
I
know.
was brainless. I was like, oh geez, what's the code word of the day? Oh hi, good buddy.
Hey, maybe they change it every day. You don't know.
They could.
You never know. Tuesdays, diamond.
Hey, all it takes is one. We just gotta find one dumb guard.
All it takes is 1.
All it takes is one. Or hey, maybe there's a way to charm person, something like that. Like, I speak with dead.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. Tonight was a lot of fun.
That was great.
Yeah, no
Good
problem.
job. Much needed.
For sure. We'll try to recoup in what, 2 weeks? It's not Father's Day, is it?
I don't think so.
I'm waiting for my
Yeah.
calendar to pop up.
That'll be the weekend before the weekend of Father's Day. So yeah, no.
Really should be good.
All right, so
the
we will,
9th. We're trying to go for the 9th.
the 11th.
Are we trying?
Are we doing Sunday now?
Or sorry, Friday. Well, it's whatever you guys want to do. Do you want to do the 9th or do you want to do the 11th?
Usually my Friday evenings and my Sunday evenings have been free, so it doesn't matter to me.
I should be good either one.
Usually I'm okay. I'll let you guys know if for some reason I'm closing, but I'm mostly doing mornings. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright.
Yeah, I appreciate you staying up. I didn't realize you had work tomorrow.
oh no, I'm good.
All right.
I just like it started getting closer to 12, and I'm like, I have no energy for this, but I want to keep playing.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, next time you guys will go out and explore a little more of this area.
Yes.
Poop
So-
sewers episode.
That's
Yep.
right.
Can't wait.
In the poops.
All right,
All right,
guys.
y'all.
All right.
I'll see you
Adios.
guys later.
See you guys.
Bye, love
Y'all
you.
take care.
Yeah.